Luminosity Gaming's Slash.
Okay.
How?
Hello.
Yeah, just another congratulations by the way for
Yeah.
you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I was rooting for y'all. Unfortunately, I had to go to sleep, but I woke up to the best news ever that you guys won, and I just want to say, y'all, I picked you guys for number one.
It's smart.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah. Lots of people
yeah.
didn't.
I was hopeful. So, but congratulations again. You guys played your asses off, and y'all like deserve that 1000%.
Yeah, I mean, we aren't very consistent throughout the year, but definitely we're very consistent that day.
Hey, y'all pulled through when it mattered most.
Yeah.
Oh, the premiere is about to start. You got 20 seconds to change.
20 seconds. I'm trying. Oh my god, hang on, guys. All right, I'm gonna mute my music real quick.
All right. So if y'all wanna join the premiere on the YouTubes, you can go ahead and click. No, wait, that's not it. Hang on. That ain't
I've
it.
got it. Ta-da!
There you
They
go.
say that our eggs are filled with
Oh, wait,
happiness,
that's
and
the
that
wrong
taking
one.
even
That's the
a
wrong
little
one.
bite can bring a smile to
Oh, no.
anyone's face. Deeply compassionate and ever
Where's
caring,
yours?
she's headed to
There
the
it is.
Eos Island
My bad.
arenas to aid the sad and injured and offer
Ta-da.
an egg in these trying times.
There we go.
Welcome to the
I got
Pokemon
it.
Unite Character Spotlight featuring
I
Blissey, the
know
happiest
you're gonna kill me if I
Pokemon.
don't fix the Chrome display. I think I have to lift it up a little bit higher for yours, Donna.
Blissey is a buff.
I think I got it fixed.
Whose job is to keep your
Where's my
teammates
ad blocker at?
happy, healthy,
YouTube
and
got
fine
rid of
with
that.
some knockouts.
Don't you know?
She may not be built
Yeah.
for damage, but her ability to enable her teammates to succeed should not be understated.
That's not the
A
right one
support's
still.
job is far from easy.
No, that's
Really
not it.
struggling there.
Trained hands of intermediate
Oh, it
trainers who
is?
monitor
Yeah,
the
that's it.
battlefield, keep a close eye on their
Okay.
ally status, and support key teammates by keeping them alive and
I gotta
enhanced
start
at
it
any
over.
given point in battle.
Because I felt like I missed some of the beginning. My bad, y'all. I'm doing terrible at this today.
Passive is natural cure.
Okay.
Every several seconds, Chansey and
I'll
Blissey
stream from my
cleanse
end
themselves
and
of
just
any active
you
debuff.
guys come
Okay.
at the same time.
Alright, sounds good.
Here we are. Alright, I'm gonna mute while this is going, okay?
Bite of it can bring a smile to anyone's face. Deeply compassionate and ever caring, she's headed to the Eos Island arenas to aid the sad and injured and offer an egg in these trying times. Welcome to the Pokemon Unite Character
Alright,
Spotlight.
so basically, guys,
Happiness Pokemon.
I'm streaming today because I'll just go over it while we're playing this video. Welcome everyone to the stream. Sorry, that was kind of a hectic start.
Healer support, whose job is to keep your teammates happy, healthy, and
You
fine
can
with
hear my
some
voice here. So
She may
I'm
not be
doing
built
a launch with Castatic and Glide
A support's job is
on
far from easy.
yo,
This
welcome
requires
everyone.
the trained hands of intermediate trainers who
Oh,
monitor
shit.
the battlefield, keep a close eye
It
on
really
their
does not let me go to
allies'
other
and support key teammates
so,
by keeping them
I'm
alive
doing a
and
release
enhancing
with
their
Castatic and Glide, and basically Glide and I did this collab where we're releasing Blissey guides at the same time. His is gonna be like beginner friendly, mine is like super advanced, obviously. So that's super exciting, and we're gonna review them on stream with a Unite streamer. Her name is Castatic on Twitch. Castastic. So, after that we'll review like we'll review both videos and kind of go in depth about any questions you have about them, and then we'll go over like viewer games and actually like review like what people are doing wrong in their games. So that's what today's stream is going to be about.
Even if no ally targets are available, Chansey can still use his ability to heal herself. Her other basic ability is
So yeah, we're watching Glide's video first, which is this one. Really well made. This guy smurfed it. And then we're watching my video later. Mine premieres in kind of like 25 minutes. So I'm still like a little sick if you guys can't tell.
With an ally in range, restoring a burst of health initially, then restoring a smaller amount of health a few more times after the first. Blissey can hold a few eggs in reserve and use one after the other in succession, but will overwrite the previous egg's healing over time if it is shared to the same ally. If there are multiple allies in range, Softboiled will target the ally with the lowest health by default. However, trainers can aim the ability to direct where the healing goes. If no allies are in range, she'll instead heal herself. When the ability upgrades at level 10, Blissey is able to carry an additional soft-boiled egg in reserve.
When it comes to quick, on-demand healing, Blissey's soft-boiled eggs are second to none. Before engagements, she can neutralize some of the poke damage that the enemy team may throw your way, and can otherwise greatly extend how long your teammates can continue to fight before retreating away. In situations where the incoming damage is sporadic, let the heal over time complete before sharing another egg with the injured. Make sure you get the
Glide does this little animation for me in the video.
Empty out the egg
It's pretty good.
soon, because once the battle breaks out, you'll want to make use of your reserves to quickly heal your allies, so that they can continue to stand and fight. If Blissey strays too far from an ally in need, she'll end up accidentally healing only herself. So pay close attention to who's in range of your ability, and be sure to stick close to your allies.
Can't hear his vid very well. I got you guys.
Food always tastes better when it's shared.
If Blissey instead learns Safeguard, she can grant herself and a targeted ally a sizable shield for a
that?
few seconds. When the shield is granted, it purges any debuffs, marks, and hindrances her ally may be under, and prevents incoming hindrances to her and her ally until the shield is broken or expires. However, it is important to note that Safeguard's shield does not prevent additional debuffs and marks from being applied. Like with Softboiled, Safeguard will also target that ally with the lowest health by default if multiple teammates are in range. If the trainer wishes to target someone else, they can manually aim the ability to shield them instead. If no one else is in range, she can still shield herself. And once Blissey reaches level 10, the move upgrades, granting even more shields than before.
Safeguard.
Where's
is
the
an
vid on
incredibly
YouTube?
potent ability that allows an ally
I'm
to
gonna
fight
link
without the
Glide's
fear of being
channel
interrupted
below
by hindrances,
soon.
so long as
I'm
the
getting
shield
to that.
remains. This ability can be used either preemptively to protect an ally from hindrances, or used in the thick of combat to cleanse an ally in need. Remember, Safeguard targets cannot be hindered by regular crowd control, but they can still be marked in debuffs by enemy Pokemon. So in some cases you may want to wait to use this ability until after the key debuffs or marks are used against you or your teammates. Unlike Softboiled, this ability is a one and done ability before it goes on cooldown, so being able to identify who needs it the most is crucial. Make doubly sure that you're in range of your ally and aim the ability carefully so that it isn't inadvertently used on someone else, or worse, only on yourself.
When Blissey levels up to 6, she forgets Pound and can decide to learn either Egg Bomb or Helping Hand. With Egg Bomb, Blissey tosses an explosive egg at a designated location. When the egg lands and explodes, it deals damage and briefly throws enemies caught in the blast zone outward. Like with Softboiled, Blissey can hold a few Egg Bombs in reserve and use one after the other in succession. If Egg Bomb is learned after learning Softboiled, both abilities will combine and share their charges, and receive a significant decrease to their charge cooldowns. Once the ability is upgraded at level 12, Egg Bomb will also moderately slow enemies for a short time after they are thrown.
Egg Bomb gives you the flexibility to directly influence a team battle, either offensively or defensively, and is a natural pick when learning Softboiled. The increased number of charges and the cooldown reduction benefits both abilities greatly, and are crucial to being able to support your team. With good timing and aiming, Blissey can nullify dive attempts against your carries and set up a quick knockout. Interrupt the opponent's flow of combat, or prevent enemies from escaping to safety. Remember that the ability takes a moment to land and enemies are knocked away from the center of the explosion. With enough practice and experience, you'll be able to predict how your opponents may act and punish them with your hard-boiled reads.
If you find that using eggs as weapons is too barbaric, Blissey can instead learn Helping Hand. When activated, Blissey makes her allies egg static to fight, greatly improving the basic attack speed of herself and any allies around her for a few seconds. Additionally, Blissey also increases the movement speed of herself and allies until the ability expires. While Blissey is under the effect of Helping Hand, all of her basic attacks will become boosted and then go on cooldown once the effect
it paused?
ends.
That's
At
not
level
me,
12,
that's
the move
Kess's
upgrades,
Discord.
also granting a boost to basic attack damage.
Not sure
to
what's
those
going on there.
affected.
Let me try resetting
It's
this
used
one.
to utilize both the boost in movement speed as well as attack speed, as it can give your allies the boost they need to outduel, chase, or escape an enemy Pokemon. However, Remember
sorry
that
about
you
this,
don't always
guys.
have to get use out of its attack speed boost. This ability can also
At least
be
you
used
can still hear
defensively
it.
to help allies escape or catch up to.
Let me pull this up on. I'll pull this up on my end because it seems to be a little glitched.
Hindrances.
We'll go from here.
The combination of damage stat boosts, shields, and damage reduction powers up your ally beyond their limit and turns them into a huge threat against the enemy team. Target selection and timing of this ability is absolutely crucial, and in the chaos of an all-out battle, it can be difficult to accurately target your intended ally. To reduce your odds of accidentally targeting someone else, stay close to your target ally and be sure to manually aim your ability. Bliss assistance can be used to rush to allies like an ambulance to save them from certain death and give them a massive second win to win out the battle, but can also be used defensively by turning Blissey into a wambulance. By sandwiching the enemies and targeting allies
That
who are
was Glide's
surrounded by the
idea
enemy
for
team,
fun, not mine.
Blissey can sometimes
Just so you
wipe
guys
out
know.
unsuspecting enemy teams who don't expect that kind of damage out of a support character. When the game begins, Chansey is best played in lane with a partner. Her boosted basic attack, coupled with Pound, can do a great job of securing wild Pokemon to net some experience points for you and your lane partner. So make sure you're in range to do so when you are contesting wild Pokemon. Stay close to your teammates and restore their health as necessary. Remember that even as a support Pokemon, you should be contributing damage where you can. If there are skirmishes, be sure to assist your teammates' damage with your boosted and non-boosted basic attacks. When you evolve into Blissey, keep in mind your team's composition as well as the enemy team's composition as you choose your first ability. Soft Boil gives your team an edge in drawn-out skirmishes or pushes with sustained healing by negating some amount of damage that comes from the enemy team and keeping your allies in good health. Safeguard, in turn, is good at protecting key targets from enemy hindrances and can give your teammates moments of decisive engagements. That said, it lacks the longevity that the sustain from Softboil can afford your team and can force an early retreat. When your second ability is available to choose, finish your ability loadout by complementing your first ability. I like to pick Egg Bomb with Softboil
Alright,
to
so
provide my
the-
team with some heal and to have
This
a
video,
higher
like the
uptime
guy
on
who made the
both
channel,
abilities
Glide
thanks to
Borealis,
cooldown
the
reduction.
link is in
While I prefer
description now.
Helping Hand with
You can find his
Safeguard to
channel
give my
there.
allies an unstoppable boost to their plays. In the mid game, you should always be sticking close to your allies.
Is that
Oftentimes, it is
Big
the best
Sheena?
idea to stick close to the Pokemon who's doing the best on your team and
What's up?
support them in any and every way you can. Blissey's high health pool allows her to adapt to the role of a pseudo tank, able to soak damage and provide some amount of distraction, as she is also considered a high value target. But be aware of her limits while doing so. When major objectives are on play, stand guard to keep an eye on enemy positioning, and help out the team by either distracting and hindering opponents with Egg Bomb or assisting your allies with Helping Hand. Keep a close eye on the status of your allies to gauge how best to help them succeed, and be sure to be on call in case of medical emergencies. In the last minutes of the game, be sure to have your Unite ability available to use and be mindful of your positioning. Getting caught out and feigning before or right after the final battle begins will often spell defeat for you and your teammates. During this time, you'll also want to keep a close eye on the center objective's health. Bliss Assistance can be a game-deciding ability if used on the right ally at the right time. So make sure you keep a keen eye on who you want to assist and stick close to them so you can be there at a moment's notice. Follow it up with your initiators to turn them into a raid boss while chunking enemy health bars. Use it to save an ally and give them one heck of a second win. Or sometimes you can even use it as a last-ditch attempt to secure the center objective for your team. Remember, your job as a support is to keep your allies healthy, buffed, and most importantly alive, even if it's sometimes at the cost of your own life. Set up your allies for success, and hopefully your allies will in turn bring success to you. If you're interested in learning how to play Blissey on a competitive level, be sure to check out this video on my channel for an in-depth play-by-play look into how to be an
My video's
excellent
not out yet. It's out in
link will be
15
in the
minutes.
description below.
Time's up!
If you're ready to bring a smile to your allies' faces and provide some support by the dozen, head on over to the Unite Battle Committee on Eos Island and check out your Unite license for Blissey, the happiness Pokemon. And a warm thanks to Luminosity Gaming's very own Slash for assisting in the making of this character spotlight.
Thank you, Glide. Glide surfed it. Oh, blooper reel. I think he had me like help him choose on which one to add. Nice.
If you're ready to bring a smile to your
Oh,
allies'
looks like
faces
Tess is
and
not
provide some support
quite
by the
done.
dozen, head on over to
swap
the
back.
Unite Battle Committee on Eos Island and check out your Unite license for
actually
Blissey,
working now.
the happiness Pokemon. And a warm thanks to Luminosity Gaming's very own Slash for assisting in the making of this character spotlight.
All right.
Wait, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. You got a surprise. Hang on.
I was just gonna
There's
say.
always something at the end.
Oh, that didn't change.
Is it
That's awkward.
Charizard?
No, it's not.
Dang. No way you get this. No way. No way. Oh my god. I can't. That's too funny. But oh my god, you guys did so good on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, that was awesome. I love that.
yeah, that was amazing. Glide did like the little animation for me talking.
Oh, that's so cute. God does really good work.
Yeah.
He really does. But like both, I love seeing both of you work together on it though. That was a lot I learned about Blissey. And listen, I never play support, but now I kind of want to. So that's y'all did that well. Be sure, Glide. Let's toot you out right here. You know. Be sure to give Glide a follow or it's a subscribe on YouTube. Glide does a lot of these videos. He has several other character spotlight videos as well, from Pikachu, Sableye. You did Mamo too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Memo and Azumarill. This was
and
my
Oz-
5th one.
Yeah. And there's gonna be more to come, I'm sure,
More to
and I'm
come.
excited.
And this also opens the sort of floodgates for collaborations now. So, funny story is originally I was going to do a speedster to sort of round out my like the first 5, right? Because I started with attacker, I did support, and then I did defender, all rounder, and next was going to be speedster. Mercy, what the heck?
Oh my god, Nurse. Hi.
Nursey, you just missed it.
Oh, she did. Don't worry though,
I'm-
if she sticks around, Slash has got
Oh,
one.
gosh.
Slash, I
Yep.
think, starts in about 12 minutes, right?
Yeah.
We do have a
12
little
minutes,
of a Glides video in mind, so you can
Yeah,
see
that's
a
true.
glimpse of
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
both of you guys all worked on it, I think. I think you guys did fantastic. I like this collab.
Yeah, it's
Thank
tight.
you, thank you.
Thank-
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid, Nursey. Welcome, Raiders. I have Glide here with me doing a character spotlight reveal. Of course, some of you guys are already familiar with that. And then, not only do I have Glide here, but I have Slash himself, World Champion, who's also releasing a video with Blissey. So, Nursey, that's why we're excited to have you here, because you main Bliss, and here's your queen right here. These two lovely gentlemen have provided us with some great content, some good knowledge on this Pokemon, and I hope everybody enjoys it, because I know I am, and I hope it improves everyone's gameplay.
Yeah. So like I was saying,
Cool dude, I go over that in my
I was originally
video.
going to be working on a speedster, and then about, I want to say like a week, or actually not even a week, like just like a few days after I released my Azumarill video, Slash is like, hey, let's work on a video together. I was like, okay, I'm dropping everything else, and now we're doing this.
I
Nursey,
like it.
you're-
I feel like supports just don't get enough, credit. Let's be real. They can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait till you see my video. You'll see how much credit they don't get.
Nursey, you know how to bliss. You need to relax.
I know, right? I was gonna say.
She does, yeah. They just need to get a nurse outfit for Blissey, and it would be like perfect for her, cause she's actually a nurse IRL. Like, that's the cool factor there. She's an actual superhero out there saving lives and stuff. But no, I don't think that supports get a lot of credit, and I was really excited this morning. I think one of the first games that I spectated today was a Buzzwole but he had this massive Hoopa who was just like, oh man, he was carrying his whole team. He was stunning perfectly. The portals were great. Like, this Hoopa was like, I don't know. I love to see it. I love to see a really good support, but also I think it goes kind of hand in hand when you've got an ally that actually like utilizes a very good support too, you know?
Yeah.
Because not too
It's a
often,
two-way
and I know
street there.
it's really hard, especially playing Hoopa, because you can set so much up for your team, but you don't get really all that much value unless your team actually, like, you know, utilizes your portals and your repositioning, the stuns, and it's so important.
Yeah, it takes a lot to, like, you need a lot of sort of like macro level like knowledge to play someone like Hoopa very well, and it also takes someone who has that equal sort of like knowledge to be able to, you know, use and utilize the support as is.
Oh, absolutely. I think when it comes down to it, you know, it's support is not an easy role as people think it is. People think it's very simple and, you know, just the easiest role to play, when in reality, it's actually not. Have you heard, like, take Nursey for example here. She solo queues support all the time. Gold Ribbon Blisty.
God bless.
And, like, I don't know how she continues to do it. I really don't. It couldn't be me. I don't have the mental for that.
Oh yeah, I solo queued only Blissey to prepare for regionals last year. For like 2 weeks straight, only Blissey and solo queue. I actually had like a 70% win rate, but that's when Blissey was like hella broken.
True. Was it with the Mewtwo?
No, last year.
No.
Yeah.
Last year,
yeah,
okay,
last
yeah.
year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually, yeah, no, it couldn't not be me. I don't see how y'all do it. Kudos to you guys for like solo queuing support mons. First of all, like that's.
Well, Blissey is
Yeah.
one of the support ones that I think is actually really good in solo queue. Like, think about it. You have a great secure, like, throughout all stages of the game. You actually have quite a bit of damage if you go soft-boiled egg bomb. So, and it's actually really good
That's
for
fair.
team fights too, helping your team.
You can
You know,
really
I have
stack as
to-
well with her too.
Yeah,
It
exactly, yeah.
increases your healing.
It's actually
correct?
like, it's not as bad for solo queue as you think.
Yeah, I had to play a couple games to get the clips for my video. I've had some wild games. It was
I've had a
it was an
few.
experience, let's say, having to play the support.
I'm solo queued a little bit. You know, just I'm a gold ribbon Cinder, and you don't really see a lot of those too often. And plus, Cinderace doesn't have the best reputation right now, at least the players. Sorry that you guys have to deal with that. However, there are a few games where I get like a Blissey that just like that knows, you know, like this Cinder knows what's up, and they just pocket me the entire game, and it's one of the best feelings ever to be chosen by the support. Because like
To
you
be chosen.
know,
Yeah, exactly.
yes, I am the chosen one, and it's an honor. They chose me. They could have chose anybody else, but they picked me.
The best part is when, like, they're a duo queue, right? It's like a duo queue Comfy with someone else, and then halfway through the game, the Comfy decides to go on you instead.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's like screw
That's
my,
kind of a
screw my
Betray their
partner.
duo.
It's like, okay, obviously this rando is better than my duo partner. Like, no offense, I'm just gonna yoink.
Yeah, I'm sorry you guys do have to deal with, you know, the lane cinders and lane greninjas. It's been, I've added those to my bingo card too. Guys, in the future, when I do these UU sessions, I would love to do more bingo cards. And Slash and Glide, you guys are always welcome back, by the way, too. I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is, yeah. I always have fun with this, and it's been kind of rough lately with the past few months with Mewtwo Y running rampant. I haven't done, I call this UU, which is short for Unite World University. My community came up with that. They know I hate UU. It's so cringe. But they do it despite me. Anywho, with Mewtwo Y being like overpowered before, like, you know, pre-nerf, it was just atrocious. I felt like I couldn't do these sessions anymore. There wasn't really much to like educate or learn, not with some broken character. It was kind of the same thing with like Zacian as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Mewtwo got nerfed. Could use a little more. But we're not gonna talk about that. I'm just glad to be able to be back doing this. This has been like, this is amazing for me to be doing this again, and we get to showcase the support, which, you know, unfortunately hasn't gotten a battle pass yet. But that's another discussion. We don't have to talk about that either. But as far as from Slash, like, I know you play a lot of Blissey. You're gold, right?
I'm not actually gold badge, but the games like
Wow.
don't count your scrims and tournaments, which
Oh,
I've
that's
played like
true.
thousands
True.
of games in scrims and tournaments, like thousands. I do have like, actually I have like 700 games, and I think I still have like an 80% win rate for ladder. So
Jeez. That is nuts.
That's insane. And that's a lot, considering that, like, Blissey doesn't really, like, she can't, like, solo carry, you know? She's very team reliant. So that also speaks volume of your allies as well, because, like, she can't just carry alone. Like, she could set up and do everything for her team, but it's still ultimately, like, up to her team to, like, utilize her as well.
yeah, I mean, I feel like when Blissey was broken last year, you probably only needed one other good player on your team just to Bliss unite.
Mhm.
You guys could probably 2v5 carry.
Yeah, and I'm seeing in chat that a lot of people didn't know that Blissey's ult did that much damage. Is like, and yes,
Wow,
it's,
people
I
didn't
didn't know
that.
either.
it hurts a lot. Like you saw in the ability showcase where like Espeon's health was down to like 5% with the,
Oh, yeah.
the double hit there.
After that Blissey ult, you could just breathe on that Espeon. She's done
Yeah.
for.
Exactly. I think at that point, if I'd done like just the boosted auto, that Espeon would have caught those hands.
And just imagine if you're like max special attack stacks, energy
Oh my
amp,
God.
like, yeah.
No, I don't want to imagine. That's a monster. That's not a. That was yeah. You see that face right here that we're looking at right here? That explains it. That's the Blissey I would be scared of. And I play a lot of attackers, like, so I'm always squishy, and I'm like, you know, playing like the my range. But then I see a Blissey, and I'm like, oh, it's just a Blissey, and oh wait.
It's like, oh wait, the all-rounder that's right next to me suddenly has a wing on top of it. Oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah. You have around find out those kinds of Blissies, which I've seen some people do, like,
Guys, if you want to
Blissey builds,
support
it's,
the
like, actually,
video,
like,
like everyone watching should go
Oh my
watch the
gosh.
premiere right now
It's
instead
funny,
to support the
but
video.
no,
You can come back to
Blissies,
stream after.
I think
We're not gonna say much during the
really
video.
underestimated
really,
when it comes,
really support
especially
the
in
video.
lane phase. Like,
Want
her
this video to do
secures
well,
are
so-
really good.
Obviously, like,
Um,
subscribe, comment, all that stuff too.
You know, the amount of damage that she does early game is still really good. And she
Oh,
can
yeah,
get
I've-
some sneaky KOs or sneaky secures from that.
I've definitely stolen quite a few like Reggie Leckies, Reggie whatever's in the bot lane. I don't think I've stolen a Ray with Egg Bomb yet, but you did see that just straight up walk off in auto.
In tournaments alone, I think I have like 20 steals with Egg Bomb. Like,
Holy moly!
I remember back when, like, you guys remember when like TTV was like the best team. My team was still on the come up. I like X-speeded in and stole the objective after my whole team was dead. 1v5 versus TT with Egg Bomb. I was so hyped.
just Egg Bomb. I think Egg Bomb has like this hidden mechanic where it's just like 50% of the time you will take Ray.
It was actually in like one of the best secures actually before they nerfed the damage. After they nerfed the damage, it's a lot harder to secure now though.
And not to
Well,
mention,
supports-
yeah, supports and defenders, I think, gain.
Do more wild farm damage.
They do. Yep. I think it was
Yeah.
like 20% or something.
So
like
that
15,
counts.
20%?
That counts to objectives as well.
Yeah.
Rayquaza.
Mhm.
You know, the bot Reggies, and of course Regieleki up top. So people need to be aware of that when you're, you know, trying to out confirm a support. Sometimes they just get it because of that extra, like, it is 20%, right?
I think it's 20, something like that. It's one of Unite's like hidden mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
let me
Supports do additional damage to wild farm. Well, you think about it, like, they don't really have the ability to farm themselves, Which is why I think running an EXP share with a support is just good in general, because it's kind of hard to farm yourself. So having that, like attacker all-rounder that you're supporting in lane with, just go with them, farm with them. That's usually the best way. I think Blissey should just never be alone, ideally.
Ideally, yeah, especially because you want to make use of that. Oh,
Oh shit.
We are here. All right, guys. Oh my God, not ads. I'm sorry.
anime, Gucci perfume ad. What?
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
So yeah,
But this is gonna be Slash's video. Oh, we're on a countdown. Hang on.
Yeah, I mean, if
Slash, if you want to give like a quick introduction.
yeah, actually, I have it in the description of the video, I think, but I list out all my Blissey achievements. I've hit rank 1 global, like on the global leaderboard, like at least like 10 times, and a lot of those times I was playing Blissey actually. So, even before winning all the tournaments and stuff, this was before even winning all the tournaments, back when I first started, I was known as like one of the best Blisseys. And I won NA Regionals 2022 and the Pokemon World Championship 2022 playing Blissey every single game. I was not allowed to play another Pokemon just from how insanely broken Blissey was.
Oh, they were just trying to counterpick you there, sounds like.
No, actually, I mean, every team in 2022 actually just basically ran Blissey. Except for a couple teams. Yeah, just, it was blind pick. Blissey was the most broken. Like, it was tanky. It had everything you needed. But then 2023 draft, I got to play actual defenders, not like a support pink blob. But, my team would still put me on Blissey a lot because I was really, really good at it. It'd be free wins for us. So even in the 2023 World Championships, I still played Blissey as a defender, actually. So yeah, anyways, the video's starting, so.
All right, here we go. My bad.
2022 World Championships, literally only playing this one pink blob every single game. In 2023, luckily, we got draft, but it was still a staple pick throughout the year, despite heavy nerfs, showing how incredibly strong it was before. At the 2023 World Championship, I managed to win Worlds again, twice in a row, playing this pink blob in multiple games once again, securing my title as the best Blissey in the world. Well, today I'm going to teach you all my secrets. Welcome to the Ultimate Blissey Guide. Let's start with a basic overview of everything Blissey can do. I have Glide here to give you a quick rundown.
Chansey and Blissey's passive is Natural Cure. Every several seconds, Chansey and Blissey cleanses themselves of any active debuffs and hindrances. This effect occurs even if they don't have anything to cleanse. Unlike most other Pokemon, Chansey and Blissey's boosted basic attacks are on a cooldown system indicated by the pink bar under the HP bar. When the bar is full, their next basic attack will be boosted, dealing increased damage and resetting the bar to 0. Chansey's first basic ability is Heal Pulse. Chansey sends out a restoring pulse of energy, continuously healing a small amount of health to a designated ally.
Yeah, so for everyone that missed Glide's video,
even if no
Glide just
targets are
shortened his
available,
ability
Chansey
section
can
for
still
my
use
video
his ability
to give
heal
kind of
himself.
beginners kind of
Her other
overview of
basic
what Blissey
ability is
does.
Pound. Chansey slaps down in a designated direction, dealing damage and moderately slowing all enemies in the area of effect for a short time. Once Chansey reaches level 4, she evolves into Blissey and forgets Heal Pulse to learn either Soft Boiled or Safeguard. If Blissey learns Soft Boiled, Blissey shares a rejuvenating egg with an ally in range, restoring a burst of health initially, then restoring a smaller amount of health a few more times after the first. Blissey can hold a few eggs in reserve and use one after the other in succession, but will overwrite the previous egg's healing over time if it is shared to the same ally. If there are multiple allies in range, Soft Boiled will target the ally with the lowest health by default. However, trainers can aim the ability to direct where the healing goes. If no allies are in range, she'll instead heal herself. When the ability upgrades at level 10, Blissey is able to carry an additional soft-boiled egg in reserve. If Blissey instead learns Safeguard, she can grant herself and a targeted ally a sizable shield for a few seconds. When the shield is granted, it purges any debuffs, marks, and hindrances her ally may be under, and prevents incoming hindrances to her and her ally until the shield is broken or expired.
This background music
However,
is
it
low-key
important
fire
to
by
note that
Glide.
Safeguard's shield does not prevent additional debuffs and marks from being applied. Like with Soft-Boiled, Safeguard will also target that ally with the lowest health by default if multiple teammates
How does it
are
work?
in.
So I give you a
If the
code,
trainer
you
wishes
enter the
to target
code in
someone else,
game,
they can manually
and
gain
then you
the
get
ability to
Mimikyu
shield them
permanently,
instead.
yes.
If no one else is in range,
So
you can
I'll be
still
doing that
shield
later in the
yourself.
stream, guys.
And once Blissey reaches level 10, the move upgrades, granting even more shields than before. When Blissey levels up to 6, she forgets Pound and can decide to learn either Egg Bomb or Helping Hand. With Egg Bomb, Blissey tosses an explosive egg at a designated location. When the egg lands and explodes,
Yeah, so
the
everyone
field
left in
damage
the stream,
briefly throws enemies
if you go to
caught
my
in the blast
premiere
zone
instead and
outward.
watch it, that'll greatly help my
Like with
video.
Soft-Boiled,
You know, like
Blissey
and
can hold
subscribe,
a
all
few
that stuff.
Egg bombs in reserve and use one after the other in succession.
I'm trying to get
If
one of
Egg
those
Bomb is
breakthrough
learned after
videos
learning
to get like
Soft-Boiled, both
I've been
abilities
able to
will
get
combine
around
and
like
share their
almost
charges
30k
and
views, but I'm
receive a
trying to get one of those
significant
videos
decrease in their
past it.
charge
So
cooldowns.
I've been
Once the
doing
ability
these
is
like
upgraded at level
really
12,
like
Egg Bomb will
put a
also
lot of
moderately
work into these
slow
videos,
enemies
see if
for a
I
short
can
time after they
reach
are thrown.
that. So all the support like
Blissey can
really
instead
helps
learn
actually in the
Helping
algorithm.
Hand. When activated, Blissey makes her allies egg static to fight, greatly improving the basic attack speed of herself and any allies around her for a few seconds. Additionally, Blissey also increases the movement speed of herself and allies until the ability expires. While Blissey is under the effect of Helping Hand, all of her basic attacks will become boosted and then go on cooldown.
Which how are you gonna be
to
checking?
protect
I'll
you.
be checking the premiere chat now
At
for the
level
rest of the
12,
video.
move upgrades,
Just wanted
also
to
granting
tell
a
you
boost
guys.
to basic attack damage to those affected. At level 8, it's time for emergency protection.
Best
as
guide
Blissey
layout
learns
I've
her
watched?
Unite Move Bliss assistance.
Damn, okay.
Blissey
Nice.
dashes with utmost haste to
You
a
like
friend
that?
in need, offering a nutritious egg, granting them a massive shield and a large boost to their attack and special attack for a significant duration. During this time, Blissey will also intercept a large percentage of any health damage received by the assisted ally as true damage, bypassing any shield she may have on her. While she is rushing to an ally's aid, any enemy she comes into contact with during her transit, as well as those around the rescuee, will be knocked up briefly and take massive damage. Enemies positioned close to and between Blissey's rescue target and Blissey will take double damage but only be knocked up once.
Hola, it's me, Trashcan.
That was fantastic. Make sure to check out his Blissey Spotlight.
Alright,
It's super beginner
back
friendly
to
and
my
amazing
section
play.
now.
Link will be in the description.
Glide
Now,
absolutely
for an
smurfed that.
in-depth look. First, we will do a complete breakdown of all of Blissey's moves and animation cancels or combos involved with them. And then after it, we will dive into Blissey movesets, builds, strategies, and positioning. First is the passive Natural Cure. A lot of people get confused how this passive works. Think of it as a full heal. It's a cleanse every 6 seconds that cleanses all debuffs, all stuns, anything from Pikachu Electroweb to Absol Psycho Cut. You aren't completely invulnerable to debuffs the whole time, basically just once every 6 seconds for a millisecond. The timer for this is actually 1 second off, so it starts at 10:01 and then the next is at 9:55, 9:49, and so forth. Fun fact, I memorized every single timer that Natural Cure was up for in the game for Worlds in 2022, so I knew when to go aggressive on a timer, and you can soak up a Pikachu Electroweb, any kind of stun, for free and get it cleansed immediately if you do it on that 1 second timer. It's not as hard as you think to memorize, as every single minute is the same timer. For example, 9:55, 9:49 is the same at 8:55, 8:49. Every single minute is the same, etc. Now, on to the starting moves. Heal Pulse. There's not much advance to cover here on Heal Pulse. It's one of the most useless moves in the game, if not the most useless move. It heals
Flaming
units
Heal Pulse
selected to a
deserved.
very
Heal Pulse
small
does
amount.
nothing,
Now,
guys.
just make sure you are in range when you use it. It's really easy to accidentally use this on only yourself. Trust me, I've done this multiple times. And this same mistake will go for a lot of your other abilities that are upgraded from this move, which we will cover later. Pound. Now this move is extremely useful and very underutilized. Of course, it is your best secure early game, but don't be afraid to use this to slow your enemies. This can be extremely useful, and I always see Blissey's forget to slow enemies. Those would have been free kills if you just used your pound to slow them and do a lot of damage to them. Now the reason I say you can use your pound to slow instead of secure is your boosted auto attacks are another amazing secure early game. They do so much damage. So this is a great secondary secure when you don't have your pound up. You can even use it to combo with your pound to burst NDDs from a very high HP early game. It runs on a timer, which is the bar under your health bar. So every time that bar is full, your boosted auto will be up. In a fight, don't forget to use your boosted autos when enemies are near, because again, they do a lot of damage. However, when it's just your normal auto attacks, I recommend not using them because they do so little damage. You should just focus on repositioning yourself or using your abilities. Now, there are very rare occurrences you want to auto attack enemies, but again, will be very rare. Now, one animation cancel to note that is useful, you can cancel your boosted auto with your pound. This is a nice fake out for out securing farm because it will confuse your opponents thinking that you're going to try to burst the farm, and it will actually be the optimal way to secure in very rare occurrences. When you hit level 4, you get the option to choose between soft boiled or safeguard to upgrade from heal pulse. Now, soft boiled. Most non-Blissey mains will never realize that just one egg from soft boiled heals you 3 times. Keep this in mind in prolonged fights where multiple Pokemon are low health. You should heal one at a time to maximize healing over time. However, you should judge when someone is in danger of dying, so spamming all your egg healing at once on these situations is okay. It's also important to keep in mind your hyper carry, which we will get into later. In this meta, it's usually Zacian or Mewtwo X. Look at when they might want to go in. Prioritizing healing them over the entire team, especially like your defender or support when they're just going to back anyways, is a must. Even if you're wasting some healing, that healing 3 times over time, it will still greatly extend your Zacian or Mewtwo X's opportunities to carry the game if you keep them full health all the time. A huge mistake I see most Blissies make in target priority. One of the most common examples is a super low health teammate that got out of a fight. They'll probably go back to base to heal and go farm, but Blissies will waste multiple eggs on them. And another one of the worst cases that is also very common is self-healing. How does this happen? Well, if you are slightly out of range of someone, you run the risk of healing only yourself, even if auto-aim tells you otherwise. A lot of Blissies think they are almost in range and use an egg, then end up only healing themselves, which is a huge throw. So always make sure you are in range to heal, because wasting eggs is really bad. I can't stress this enough. A key part to being successful at healing is also positioning, which we will get into more later. On to safeguard. The biggest thing to keep in mind is looking for incoming CC and where it will happen. I like to pre-aim my safeguard ahead of time to when and where I think it will happen. The most common error with safeguard, and something that people seem to misunderstand or not know, is how it works around debuffs. A lot of debuffs like paralysis, Absol Psycho Cut debuff, Trevenant Unite moves debuff on your allies can actually get applied on top of the safeguard after you've used it. But when you use it, it's a cleanse. So you actually want to use the safeguard after they use their debuff move instead of before. Now, when you reach level 6, you get to choose between Helping Hand or Egg Bomb. Egg Bomb plus Soft Boiled is an extremely broken combo. It will give you 4 eggs and 5 later on with the Soft Boiled upgrade, which makes this moveset extremely broken.
The best secure with Egg Bomb is to time your boosted
Audio's
auto
a bit
with
scuffed
Egg
here,
Bomb
guys. Audio's a bit
landing
scuffed.
At the same time, it will give you an insane burst / secure potential.
Egg Bomb is one of the most broken moves in the game, as it can cancel a multitude of different moves, which we will get.
A little bit
The
scuffed
most
audio there.
well-known and obvious is canceling a hyperspace Koopa portal. The second most obvious use is to get rid of useful passive abilities. Most EVs have a form of this, and it's extremely useful to take away a Glaceon passive and Umbreon passive with one ranged Egg Bomb. It can be completely game-changing to the fight. Most recently, Mimikyu came out with an ability like this, but there's many Pokemon with this ability, like Dragonite, Multiscale, and more. Egg Bomb can also cancel any moves that can be canceled by stunts, like Electro Ball or Solar Blade. There are many others, but there's way too many to list here. This includes most dash moves like Zoroark, Feint Attack, Garchomp Dragon Rush, and even Lucario Power Up Punch. Yes, you can even cancel Lucario Power Up Punch at level 11, which level 11 Power Up Punch is supposed to give Lucario unstoppable. It's supposed to be completely immune to CC. This takes extreme precision and timing, but I actually use this animation cancel to prevent Nouns Esports from securing multiple objectives with Lucario Power Up Punch when we won Worlds in 2022. The takeaway here is a perfectly timed Egg Bomb can do anything. It can be completely game changing, and there's an extremely high skill ceiling. I hope you are learning that Blissey is actually one of the most hardest Pokemon in the game. Now on to Unite move Bliss Assistance. The Unite move is one of the best Unite moves in the game, and was finally nerfed after 2 years. But make no mistake, it is still extremely good. The most optimal time to Unite move is when your teammate is close to full health but about to take a lot of damage, as it gives high amounts of damage reduction and boosts their attack. A perfectly timed Bliss Unite at this time will win the game and can save any Pokemon through almost anything, but it is tricky because you need to predict when the enemy team is going to try to dive on top of them. Once they take too much damage, it is too late, and you should actually not Bliss Unite a very low health target, as it is not that good with the damage reduction, so you should only do so when absolutely necessary. Now, the most common error I see with Bliss Unite, or misunderstanding, is that people do not know it is extremely bugged, as with most things in this game. First, I'll go over some of the old patched bugs. Bliss Unite used to not be able to be used on targets that were untargetable. In 2022, the only Pokemon that really did this was Serena. So Serena, when it was uniting, and whatever Pokemon it united would not be able to be targeted by Bliss Unite for a couple seconds after they landed. This was thankfully patched later that year. Funny story though, I showed this bug to admins before the 2022 Pokemon Unite Worlds, and they didn't want to do anything about it. Now, on to the bigger issue, and one I'm sure many of you Blissey mains have experienced. No,
This is the big one on the video.
I can show you some of the solutions I've come to minimize this from happening. When you Unite move and aim at a target at seemingly random, it will go on a different Pokemon sometimes, as you can see in the clip I'm showing. No one knows when or what triggers this, but you can Unite move extremely accurately on the line, and it will still go to a completely different Pokemon in almost the completely opposite direction. I've shown this to Lazadin, our former analyst and co-founder of Mascord/UniteDB, so these guys are the most knowledgeable in the game about everything, and still after a year, no one has a clue as to how this bug happens. Sometimes your Unite move also just won't go off, which is a huge deal. When
The biggest thing not known about
I got
Blissey.
your back, so next time someone yells at you, you can show them this video. Now let's talk about how to avoid it. There are a couple of things I noticed that makes this happen more often than normal. There's not much evidence behind this, but it just comes from extreme amounts of experience. Number one, it tends to happen more when someone is on the outer edge of the Bliss Unite past the middle line indicator. So in avoiding this bug from happening, I always try to be within pretty close range of my target. Number two, it gravitates towards support Pokemon, as you can see in this clip. Yes, there is a reason every single Bliss Unite went on Hoopas at 2022 Worlds by almost every single Blissey. Again, you can avoid this by positioning yourself out of range of the support Pokemon on your team if possible. Obviously, you can't do this every game, but trying to position out of range will help the odds of your Bliss Unite landing throughout hundreds of games. And the last but not least, number three, it tends to happen more frequently if you have real targeting on, which the mobile equivalent of is player icons. I like to turn this off on Blissey, and it actually helps all your sure hit moves like Soft Wild and Safeguard land with more consistency. Even sure hit moves like Electro Ball, I've noticed, are also affected by something like this in the game.
The audio's a little
also
soft.
noticed that
Interesting.
Turning this off actually helps your Bliss Unites not get cancelled randomly when they don't get off. Now that you know these three things, the biggest thing to keep in mind, at the Rayquaza 2-minute fight, you should follow around the Pokemon you want to Bliss Unite like a puppy dog, staying near them, which will help guarantee your Unite.
Puppy dog
on.
analogy.
If you do this,
I love the
guarantee
puppy
you will
dog
land
analogy.
95% of your Bliss Unites on the target unit.
That's what I always tell
Now,
people when
who
asking,
should
like,
Unite move?
follow
This is where
around
target
your
priority
carry
is
like a
really
puppy
important.
dog,
You
bro.
should identify in the game what hyper carries are on your team and who is the highest level. For example, Cinderace is a hyper carry and Trevenant is not. Even if your Trevenant is level 14 and your Cinder is level 13, you should still Unite move your Cinderace. However, if you have two hyper carries, say you have a Zork and a Zacian, you will probably want to use your Unite move on whoever is higher level. However, if you get an opportunity to hit 2 to 3 people with your
Oh, it's
Bliss
lagging a
Unite,
bit.
that could override this, so you should take that opportunity, as your Bliss Unite does a lot of damage. Now, who are the good hyper carries? Well, I made a tier list for you guys of all the best Pokemon in this current meta.
Hyper carry tier list,
notes
bro.
on this tier list
You guys
are
didn't
some
think you were getting a
Pokemon
tier
are
list in
only
this
up
video.
there with certain movesets. So Razor Leaf, Decidueye, Rapid Spin, Water Spout, Blastoise, etc. If you used other moves like Surf, Blastoise, they would actually be a terrible Bliss Unite option. So keeping in mind movesets is also very important. At the 2-minute fight, don't use your Bliss Unite move until necessary, as it is one of the best secures in the game, so it really has endless usage. You need to make sure not to waste it. However, throughout the game before 2 minutes, you should look to Unite move as fast as possible, even if it's not that optimal. This is because you want to try to cycle more Unite moves throughout the game, which Energy Amp is a crucial factor in. The only exception is when you are very behind in levels and need to win a fight to get back into the game. At that point, even early
The
in the game,
Overlord
you should
clip,
look for the
classic.
best Bliss Unite possible. Now on
Had to
the
throw
best
in an
moves.
Overlord clip
From
in the
level
video.
4 and 5, Safeguard is the much stronger move, but from 6 and beyond, Soft Boiled plus Egg Bomb is a stronger moveset, as Egg Bomb gives you 4 eggs and even 5 later on to use. In this current meta, I think you should go Soft Boiled plus Egg Bomb 99.9% of the time. There are very few rare occurrences you should go Safeguard and Helping Hand. You can even go Safeguard Egg Bomb, but these are very, very rare.
Here are some other great high-level uses of
The
Safeguard.
audio's
You
so
can use it
scuffed
when
in certain
scoring
parts.
on their tier
It's
2
okay,
pad,
Copium.
and anyone taking the jump pad will not stop your score. Also, after you've gotten Rayquaza and you have the Rayquaza shield, you can use this on top of your Rayquaza shield to preserve the shield. Enemies will have to break the shield first before being able to damage the Rayquaza shield.
There are only 4 scenarios I would go in this current meta. I would go Safeguard. I go Safeguard if and only if Scenario 1. The enemy team has no Umbreon. You have another healer on your team besides Blissey, and the enemy team has Sableye. Scenario 2, like Scenario 1, but they don't have Sableye. Instead, they have at least 3 extremely strong CC characters where full heal is not enough on your carries to deal it. Example would be Mewtwo, Future Sight, Snorlax, and Ninetales all on the same team. And Scenario 3, your team is ranged poke. Example, Solar Beam, Snipe Shot, Spirit Shackle. And the enemy team is all melee / mid-range, like Zoroark, Dodrio, Sableye, etc. You would not need healing as they have no consistent damage except bursting down someone immediately. In those situations, Safeguard is better than Soft Boil. Now the last Scenario 4, you have Mewtwo Y carry Pocket Comp.
Now the takeaway here is you should never go Helping Hand plus Soft Boiled. It is the most useless moveset you can go.
Now before we get
Fuck
into the
Helping
build,
Hand
don't
Soft
forget
Boiled.
to subscribe.
It is so ass. Never go that.
As
Never go
a
that.
lot of work goes into these videos, and most of you watching aren't subscribed. Now the best build, just playing ladder, which we call blind pick in competitive because you can't see the enemy team's comp. Every game I would go Buddy Barrier, EXP Share, Energy Amp with Shedinjadal and 6 green 7 black emblems. The reason I go Shedinjadal is because it synergizes so well with Blissey's Unite. When you Unite move, you take 50% of your teammates' damage. Most of the time, you'll take a lot of damage from splash damage when Unite moving anyways. So you use your Shedinjadal after using Unite move when you're about to take damage from any source, and you can literally make that damage coming in from your teammate disappear. You negate it fully while they go ham 1v5. So you will get infinite value during that Shedinjadal. Because of this, I think Shedinjadal is a must into any Pokemon with splash damage, which is the majority of the Pokemon. Think about uniting your
Oh, it's lagging a bit on. Pretty sure
this
this is cast status.
It changes and you will live
That was not
through it
good.
with almost full health.
Alright,
Now
we're good,
in
we're back.
competitive, if you know the enemy team comp, there are certain changes you can make to your build. Of
Oh,
course, the most
it's really
worrisome
blurry
is
now though. I don't know
Umbreon
what's
for
going on
Blissey.
with
So
13.
Buddy Barrier should be changed out when you know you are facing an Umbreon. However, Buddy Barrier is such a strong item that even in ladder, when you run into Umbreons a lot, I still recommend using Buddy Barrier because a lot of the Umbreons that you face will not know how to fully counter the shield. However, in competitive against really good teams, you should definitely remove your Buddy Barrier. I recommend instead going special attack specs or focus band, but there are other items you can go as well. Another edit you can make to your build is you can go X speed instead of Shedinjadal. Overall, I recommend Shedinjadal, but X speed does give you a much better early game. So if you really need a better early game, you can go it. Now on to strategies and positioning. Blissey is unique because you can play it as a tanker support, which is very rare for a lot of Pokemon. Now your positioning will be different based on what Pokemon you're playing around. Now in general, I don't recommend Blissey tank in this meta, but it's still playable. The reason we are discussing it though is because this was the best way to play Blissey for the last 2 years really. Blissey has a great secure in tankiness, so it really has all the qualities you need to play it. Bot lane paired with an attacker. Some tanks have weak early games like Umbreon, so you can actually send these tanks top lane. Is much easier for them to level up. So that is a common strat we did at Worlds where we sent Elo on Umbreon top, and he was really the true frontline tank of the team, but for the first 3 minutes I played the bottom lane tank. This is really the only way I would recommend Blissey in the defender spot right now. You can also do the same with Wigglytuff and a couple other strats like having a top laner be the main frontline tank like Lapras or Blastoise. Now no matter what, your position should always be near whoever you want to Bliss Unite when you have Unite. Of course, when you don't have Unite move, you can run to people to heal, but when you do and a fight is about to break out, make them come to
you for heals instead when you have your Unite move. Your number one priority should be getting off a good Bliss Unite on your hyper carry in these late game fights. Another important thing to keep in mind about positioning is to always be safe. Hover around your backline carries so you can block and die for them if needed, but you're also nowhere near the front line so you can't get caught. The only time you should push up past your front line is to stop crucial hyperspace hole heal resets in the middle of a fight. Even when doing this, you should call for backup so you don't die. Your egg bombs are key at canceling all kinds of moves, so just remember, egg management is so crucial. Don't just waste all your eggs doing damage, but also don't just sit on your 5 eggs doing nothing. There's definitely a delicate balance. Now, the last thing I want to cover is the very, very high level strategies that you can do that no team does right now. The amount of practice involved by all parties is simply not worth the effort at the stage Pokemon Unite is in right now. My team has known about this for years. However, we don't implement
Alright, this is the last portion of the
amount
video.
Practice time involved by all parties. Here's what it is. You can cancel your Bliss Unite and
This
get
is
back
it. So,
immediately through a couple
okay,
different
people are
methods.
confused in the
The
career
most
child. It's
obvious
okay.
one, but hardest to time, is with Hoopa portals. If you don't get the point of why this is so broken, basically it gives you a huge amount of damage on Pokemon and it will knock them up, and if you run Energy Amp, you can get it back every 5 seconds if you cancel properly. So the way to do this is to have the portal between you, an enemy, and someone you Bliss Unite. Then you hit them, do damage, go through the portal before it hits your ally, and you will get your Unite move back. So you will get it back in 5 seconds, and you can do the same thing, and you will do a ton of damage. Blissey could even be like a main damage carry doing this strat. There's a couple other moves that can do this, like Serena Unite, Dragonite Unite, Dodrio Unite, etc. But they all require extreme amounts of timing, positioning, and teamwork that teams are a decade away from reaching in Pokemon Unite. I just thought I'd throw in some fun future knowledge for you guys at the end of the video. Maybe some teams can try to master this. It'd be really fun to see this in competitive. I hope you guys enjoyed this ultimate Blissey guide. It's been a long time in the works, but I'm glad I finally got it out to you guys. If you enjoyed this kind of high level Pokemon Unite content, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, really support the channel. But you should also join my Discord, because in the future, free coaching events, free tournaments, you can enter and get lots of money. I already have pro guides, tournament news, and much more already on the Discord as well. So the link will be pinned or in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
There should be an end screen on it. There we go. There we go.
Bro, that was so good.
Thank you.
I'm kind of scared of Blissey now, especially yours.
Okay, that Hoopa portal trick thing, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
What
I was
the heck?
not ready for that.
Yeah, funny story. I discovered that like 2 weeks before Worlds in 2022, and
Oh
we
my
actually
God.
practiced it for a couple days before we were like, this is not worth it. Like, the risk versus reward if we mess this up. Like, you probably need
Yeah.
months of practice and preparation with a set team.
Jeez.
Oh man, that was. I learned a lot about Blissey from watching both of you, but there was a lot of like a little bit more, I guess, comp thing with Slash, because Slash obviously knows, you know, those tricks, and plus, I was just so impressed by your Blissey watching a lot of those plays. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm kind of want to learn Blissey. I think I've been converted. I've been
Converted.
convinced. Yeah.
Doing the egg
I'm
cult.
usually attacker. Or wait, I was playing defender for a while too. Everybody liked my slow bro.
And
People
you're
still like my
Umbreon.
slow bro. Yeah, my Umbreon. My Umbreon kind of mean. But I'm convinced, cause see, I love playing Wiggly, and I don't really play support much. But when I do play support, I love Wiggly because I guess I'm used to playing tank, and Wiggly just kind of feels like that off tank, you know? Like, she doesn't really heal, but she has a lot of similarities with defenders as far as tanking, CC, you know, you kind of in and out. But with Blissey though, like I've gained a new perspective for Blissey here. I'm
Yeah.
willing
Yeah.
to try it.
Definitely.
What did you guys saw? The biggest bombshell I think was the Blissey bugs. No one really knows about those.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
The
Hoopa
Blissey Unite
portal one?
bugs.
I
Well, I
feel
meant like
like-
the one earlier in the video where it just goes on random people.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it help if you like, cause I noticed you were like holding the target, like you were trying to pick one. Would it help to like reset that, like cancel it and then try again? Does that still not work?
I was just holding it out to show what happens, but I did in one of the clips. I did do it instantly, and it still like didn't work. So,
Oh, that's disappointing.
yeah, I mean, since those clips I made in like late 2022, they have improved the targeting in like a bit to where like I can't like show it all the time in practice area now. I believe I haven't tried, but the targeting's been a lot better. They did some sort of update at some point, but it still happens a lot.
Well, I mean, especially if we're talking about like competitively speaking,
Yeah.
like you'd think that's something that they would work on because this could make a difference in competitive. I mean, it could make or break a game for you guys, you know?
Yeah,
Especially
exactly. And
with the move as like influential and like sort of game deciding as Blissey all.
yeah, exactly. So in 2022, Jungle Book was he was like a two trick, right? He played Dragonite and Cinderace, but he was really good at Cinderace. Like he was the best Cinderace in the world. But the problem was like that's why I went over the Serena bug, because when Serena gets a Unite move off on Cinderace, he's just dead, right? Because I couldn't Bliss Unite him for like 3 seconds. So that bug was actually like really bad for our team specifically. Which is why I showed the admins it, but they didn't want to do anything about it.
That's kind of. I would be a little frustrated by that, especially, you know, pointing it out to them, and it's still a consistent bug. Like,
Oh, that
today,
is like that is tip of the iceberg of stuff like you have to deal with as a competitive player. We've gotten screwed over like so many times by rules and admins, but you can't really talk about it, like, or you'll get in trouble. So
Yeah.
I literally can't say much about it. So that
Nah, we
in
won't
itself
press you
is
on
even
that.
more frustrating.
But being frustrated, you know, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's a fair reaction, and I'm frustrated for you guys because I would be, you know, like if it cost me, you know, like if it was the final game, you know, when it came down to that, like that could just that's not even like something that's you know, that you guys could control, you know.
Exactly.
I think
Yeah.
the game has a lot of bugs, clearly. I mean, it's not perfect, and I'm going to be honest, not every video game is perfect. There's going to be every game's going to be riddled with some kind of bugs, you know, like look at Cramorant, for example. Poor thing. It never gets a break, but I really wish that they would, you know, I think my biggest issue with the game is just the balancing.
Yeah.
That's been my biggest riff with it.
Balancing is always so difficult though, especially I mean like you take a look at games like what's it called, like League or Dodo
Smite.
or what have you, Smite, yeah, exactly. And all of the like it's such a intricate like web of cause and effect, you know? Like you can kind of get close to balanced, but because the number of interactions you have with, you know, different Pokemon or different characters goes up exponentially every time a new character is added, right?
But see, the biggest difference between like games like League and Unite is League has like 5 bans or something.
That's
like,
also true, yeah.
So at least when characters are broken, you can ban them, and it's not a big issue. But Unite has literally 0 bans, so a broken Pokemon is just in every single game destroying you.
Yeah, that's true.
Not only that, League does one more thing too. And I'm not sure if it's for 1 week or 2 weeks, but when they do release a new character, a new champion, they do not allow it in ranked for like a week or 2.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep, they keep it out of ranked because and I mean, and I'm pretty sure they understand that it's going to come with, you know, some kind of bugs or something. Like look at Zacian on release, completely bugged. It was just it completely ignored every Pokemon's defense stat.
That
And I played
Pokemon
tank
was-
at that time, and I was frustrated, man. I'm playing like chunky, thick Slowbro, and I'm like, why am I just getting torn to pieces? Like it was so demotivating for me to play a defender at that time.
Yeah, no, that Pokemon was like actually broken. Not like broken OP because it was just strong. Like it was bugged. It was doing way too damage because of this quote unquote bug. Who's to say they didn't, you know, allow it on purpose kind of thing, but it was something.
Pokemon Unite actually does that same thing of a week if you're poor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fair. I didn't buy Mimikyu, not because I'm poor, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait because I was curious with Mimikyu, but I didn't feel like he fit my playstyle too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, as a content creator, like, the new Pokemon gets so many views, and it's kind of frustrating because, like, you'll see, like, Chris Hero Spraggles, like, make the videos on the Pokemon right away, but I don't really want to spend those gems, so I kind of have to wait a week, and then at that point, it's not even worth making, like, a Mimikyu video.
You get to write
That's
it off
fair.
on your expenses.
I think Mimikyu's coming out like really strong though. I think
Oh yeah,
I think it could use some slight nerfs, just a little bit like on its damage. But other than that, I feel like it's fine. And I'm not saying like, just gut that thing. No, I think just a little bitty, teeny tiny nerf to the damage.
Yeah, but anyways, going back to like talking about bans and ranked. Funny story. My team, we get to like talk to like some of like the more top people in Unite, right? So after winning Worlds, we sat down, had a meeting like the same day, I think, with one of them, and we were like, our number one ask is to bring at least bans, but like some sort of like draft to ranked. That was our number one ask. But like especially bans. All we wanted was like even like one ban per team is fine. But at least like get the bans in so these broken Pokemon can actually like not affect the game so much.
I think that would improve the
it would really
the
improve
gameplay
the
If
overall.
it was just like one band blind pick, even that would be great.
Yeah, I like this game is actually fun when like the meta is balanced, and that's what I was trying to stress to them. Like the day to day is like if they actually have a really fun game on their hands if they didn't like fuck up the metas constantly.
Yep.
I remember like the metas before Zacian was released, before Mewtwo was released, was like some of the most fun metas in Pokemon Unite, and then these broken Pokemon come out a week later and ruin it.
I'm trying
Or
to
even we
decide.
saw some imbalance with Mime as well. I don't want to go back to that.
Oh yeah, that was a whole nother beast.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's I want them to like one thing I've noticed with games, like, and I will compare it's a MOBA, so we're gonna compare it to other MOBAs, of course. Like League of Legends being one of the biggest ones, right? And one of the top earners. They do their advertisement really well. I would really like to see Pokemon Unite do more advertising. I feel like they could. I mean, they're backed with, IP of Pokemon.
They
So there's
do
something they could.
They do a
like,
decent amount of
every time-
advertising.
Such an easy sell.
Oh, it is. Just slap a Pikachu on it. They'll buy it.
Exactly.
Like, whatever you promote.
I feel
I
like a
wanna see
lot
more
of people
promotion.
already know about Pokemon Unite, and at some point they already tried it. It's just they didn't find the game fun because it was in an abysmal state when they did. I feel like at this point it's more like they need to help creators more, right? A lot of like games like League and like every other company has this down where they have a great creator program. And like once you get the word out about your game, which I feel like they already have, like being in Japan for Worlds, Pokemon Unite was plastered on like every TV screen in like almost every city.
Oh, that's
Like,
so cool.
So I feel like like everyone I talk to, they've like heard of Pokemon Unite, right? But at that point, when you've already gotten the word out, you need to convince people to play the game instead, right? And like that's where like the creators of the game really come in, because people like love watching personalities play the game. So like they need to get out like creator codes, like creator perks, like all these other companies know that this is crucial, like an actual creator program, yet Pokemon still doesn't have something like that.
That's
That is
true.
now that I think about it, yeah.
I'm kind of familiar with that as well, because I used to be like really big into this game called Dead by Daylight, like over 4K hours in that game, and I played it a little
Jesus.
competitively. And oh yeah, and you would see some of the Twitch streamers where like they would give them a Twitch t-shirts, they would give them extra blood points, let them try stuff in the PTS, like they would let them try like new characters a lot earlier. So there's a lot that they could do, and that like help promote their game, help promote their sales even when it come out, with new characters. So I think that's something that, the Pokemon Unite devs could learn from as well is, like, hey, we've got these content creators out here. They're basically selling our game for us, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
I mean, promoting
Like,
it, advertising
honestly,
it, right?
if Unite
So-
had some sort of incentive for big creators, like creator codes, I think we'd see a huge influx of like big creators with like millions of subscribers playing Unite, right? Because they'd actually have incentive there.
Oh yeah, you would see just in general viewership going up.
Yeah,
as
there's
well from
actually
that.
yeah, exactly. There's actually a lot of like, you'd be surprised the amount of like top creators that actually play Pokemon Unite casually. They just have no incentive to like put it on their like social media channels, right? But you release like creator codes, like that's a completely different story. I think it would really like just that one change alone would completely like boost Pokemon Unite by a lot.
Yeah, I agree to that. I think that's one thing that they could step on, as well as one more issue I have with them is that I wish they would play their own game. I feel like they don't.
I agree. Yeah, I completely agree.
I feel like if they, like, and I know for a fact that League does this. League has, they hire people to specifically play their game, give them feedback, and tell them how to balance it, because they spend so many hours in it. And I wish that the devs would do the same thing. Just hire a team to play the game, and if it's too much to like, hire content creators. I don't know, hire actual competitive players, or at least just hear you guys out.
The saddest part is there's actually like a lot of employees that already know a lot of the stuff we're talking about and how much it would help, and they're actually pushing for stuff like this. I've talked to people like almost pretty high up that are like already pushing for stuff like this, but it's like these old traditional like Japanese higher ups in like the Pokemon company and like Tencent that are just like not allowing it, right? So there's actually like, I feel like a majority of the company and like workers like love the game and actually know this stuff, but it's kind of walled by those higher ups, which is really unfortunate.
I understand that. I've learned recently that that's kind of actually a common issue
Yeah,
amongst
it's a very common issue.
other games as well, like when it comes to development today, because everybody's like overly cautious and nobody's really taking risks anymore. And that's why we're seeing like, people having like hundreds and hundreds of games in their library, but like they don't even finish a game, or just, never actually get around to playing it.
Yeah, how big is your backlog?
Oh, we're not gonna talk about mine. But it's a couple hundred in there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Oh my god. That's so
Nah.
many games.
I just want to see this game grow. I know it has the potential to, and I know that, I mean, it's a MOBA, MOBAs have like just years of life. And I just want to see the devs push it in the right direction. I think a lot of the content creators love the game too, and they keep it alive as well. This is it's a community at the end of the day as well. Like, a lot of us are kind of tight knit, and we recognize a lot of each other.
Yeah. That is definitely one of the things I like about Unite. That it's like a smaller game. It's global, but not global enough. It's a weird sort of sentiment here, but it's like small enough that the community around it is still very like tight knit kind of. And so like you said, like a lot of people sort of already sort of like know each other. It's like, oh, Nursey, we got Summertime, we got Kess, we got all these other people. It's like, oh yeah, we all know each other,
Oh yeah, I try to dance with them too when I see them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's a really cool sort of sense of community that I don't know if the same exists in sort of like bigger MOBAs or like bigger games. It might. I might just not be aware of them, but I do like that everyone seems to sort of like know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I think in bigger games, like there are like small communities of that, if that makes sense, but like not like fully connected throughout the game. I do like. I like a lot of like the community in Unite, but I feel like since release it's been plagued by a lot of not trying to flame too hard, but like kind of incompetent like leadership. of the people
Ah.
who do get the power, because I do feel like a really strong like uplifting community can really elevate a game, and I think Unite had the
That's
potential for that.
Mm-hmm.
But the community hasn't really been able to achieve that because of various reasons that are probably best not to go into.
Yeah, that's fine. I think for me personally, I took a break from the game for a little bit, just with until they nerfed Mewtwo. You know, like I was keeping myself distracted, playing other things. I got back into reading books and stuff, but like I'm coming back into Unite, and it's feeling good. Like Mewtwo still is strong. Don't get me wrong, and this is a frustrated player here who's had to deal with Mime and Zacian and now Mewtwo, and I'm like, what's next, Arceus? Like, they're just gonna put that in the game next year, and
Arceus would be
it's gonna
lit.
happen all over again.
You're gonna hate me,
Pokemon
but my
board.
number one Pokemon I want to be added is Zygarde, which would probably be hella
Oh.
broken, but it's my favorite Pokemon.
I'm gonna say no to that one and counter you with Sceptile instead.
Sceptile would be cool.
Yeah,
It'd
I
probably
would
be like
Sceptile.
a bottom tier Pokemon, but it'd be a cool design.
I just like him. I don't really like too many grass types. I'm always like into the fire
Dude,
types. They're my
I
favorite.
could imagine Sceptile's Unite being like with his tail. It'd be like a Senna Unite, you know, like cross map.
Oh, huh.
That could be
Interesting.
cool.
But like with a different animation, but like you know, kind of same concept.
Mm-hmm. Actually, come to think of it, we don't have any Pokemon that has like a global range.
Besides Mewtwo.
Besides
okay,
Mewtwo.
but Mewtwo is like just global. I'm talking like an ability that can like shoot out. Like imagine if like Delphox's
Lucario's
Missile
somewhat.
Fire- Oh, that's right.
Not really.
Lucario.
Lucario's doesn't reach that far. It's not that far.
It doesn't reach
Does it
that
not?
far, but it's kind of far. Like it's not to be slept
I
on,
think
but like
the closest ability we have to that is actually Mimikyu, Shadow Snake. It can reach across the entire map, like twice as
But,
far as Lucario Unite, I think.
But that wait, reach. Like I know like the activation range is like global. So if you like tag someone and they take a Hoopa portal back to base, you're gonna go to their base whether you like it or not.
No, but
Mhm.
if you go to the middle of the map, you can actually go from like the bottom all the way to the top through the walls. Like it's
Mm,
that's
insane.
insane.
Yeah.
I haven't tested that.
Oh, you
There
guys
was
didn't know that.
There was a cheat sheet that I posted in your server, Kes, about like where or how like how far Mimikyu can where did it go? Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, we have Dragonite. My chat had a good point. Dragonite.
That's not global.
Yeah, it's not
No.
global, but
It's
that
pretty
one's like
close to it.
Galio. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, I usually use his Unite move mostly for traversing, honestly, than I do for damage. But also, like, I think it's really good for repositioning in general. Like, one thing I love to
That's
do
true.
with D-Knight, and it feels so good, is you just, like, dive their backline in a big team fight.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Once you wait for the team fight to start, and then you can just, like, skip around behind them a little bit.
I don't know. That
Avoid
sounds
slow
way
rows at
too
all costs.
broken. Poison.
But yeah,
Maybe.
I'm loving to see that Dragonite's actually kind of coming back up a little bit more. He
I
kinda
think
went
the
through a rough
issue
spot.
with global unites though would be they might be like really broken depending on how they implement. Because in League, at least you can counter global unites with like vision control wards. Like the only thing we have is
Right.
like Sableye, Feint Attack.
Yeah. I
I
did
think
really
they-
like Sableye's inclusion as because of exactly that. Like there were like sort of like pseudo wards that you can.
I think now that we have Mimikyu, which is like really long range, you can actually pair that with Sableye Feint Attack to actually be insane combos. Like
Oh,
if
no.
you
Yeah, that
if
would-
you have a
Don't give 'em
duo
ideas.
Sableye that like if you have a duo Sableye that places Feint Attack in like prime positions where you can shadow sneak across the map.
Yeah, and Sableye, like, it's kind of global. Like, it's just like wards, so you would know
Yep.
they're there.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I did find it.
But I wish one thing though, like speaking of like global Unite moves, Mewtwo's, for example. I mean, I kind of hate it for like the slower characters like I don't think you can really even X speed out of it by the time you know it's time to react, because it always automatically, as soon as he casts it, it's like it centers on you, right?
Yep.
I just wish that if they're gonna leave it as it is, at least like make a longer casting time for Mewtwo, so people can actually like
I think
react to it. You know?
Exactly, yeah. I think even if the casting time was even just like a half second longer, it would be more balanced.
Yeah, that's
Very
what
smart
I wish
case
they
up.
would do something. I'm
Like,
not asking for like
even a
something
quarter of a
drastic,
second.
but yeah, but it could use a little bit longer of a casting time.
Oh, absolutely.
The amount of farm I've lost to Mewtwo, it
Oh my
triggers
God.
my soul. It triggers my soul every time.
I'm a victim of that as well. I feel that one in my heart.
Especially farming red
hurts.
buff, it's suddenly light from
My
above.
blue buff.
It's like, no, it's gone.
Oh my god, if I had $1, actually $10 for every time I lost one of my buffs to that Mewtwo.
They weren't even aiming for it, it just happened.
No.
It's collateral
No.
damage.
But I guess I get it, because it's kind of like, you know, it's not like, let's be honest, the Mewtwo didn't know I was farming my blue buff, so like, haha, I'm gonna take it. Like, no, it's just an unfortunate happenstance. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
But you can always kind of predict it too, though. I feel like at least when it's coming to like objectives, you know, and you know Mewtwo's up, and you're like burning it, and like you got your Buzzwole on there, you're like, Buzz, get out, like leave it, you know, for the Cinderace or like for the Gardevoir to finish it. So that way, even if he does ult, he won't take the objective. You got to get your melee out.
Definitely to always, yeah. If there's a Mewtwo on the enemy team, definitely, and if you're a melee character specifically, when it starts getting low, and if you think Mewtwo's ult is up, just walk away. Let your ranged attackers finish it off.
Yeah, if anything, just zone for them at that point and let them finish
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Don't make the mistake of accidentally giving Mewtwo a way to steal.
I mean, even if he uses it, like I've had multiple instances like where he'll use it, and like I feel like it's coming, so I stop hitting, and I'm like, wait for it. Okay, now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like thank you, Mewtwo. You learned that so much from me. Appreciate that. There's times where I just stop hitting in general, like, you know, in solo queue or something, and I try to prepare, because you can't always count for like what your random teammates do. You can only account for like how you play with them. And if I notice like somebody's trying to steal, or like there's a Mew up there who's gonna solar beam, like at times it's like I could try to out secure the Mew, or I could just pressure the Mew off instead while my team's still ripping. There's little things that you could do, just overall help. But if you guys want, I think we could actually go back into spectating some games.
Yeah, I'm down. I was actually waiting for that.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna get that up for you guys here.
Wow, this
Have to
is a
get back
cool
into the game.
cheat sheet.
Oh, are you taking look at the?
Yeah,
thing
I don't think you have every angle though. There's
I
a
think
lot.
this is like most of them.
There's
there
I
might be
think
couple
there's a
more that I
lot
missed.
of missing ones.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So let me get this up real quick for you guys. Alrighty. I was gonna spectate from my angle, but if you guys see something that we need to talk about, let me know. I can pause the game. But we are gonna be doing ranked players. No viewer games today, guys. Unfortunately, that's gonna be a no. But Slash, since you're here, I will let you pick the first. Who
Oh,
would you like to see?
we had to go with Panty Puller.
Excuse me.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. You know what? You're right. Yeah, we gotta look at this one. Y'all leave me alone with my Mewtwo. I know I have Mewtwo favorited, okay? My chat's like beating me up right now. He got nerfed, okay? He's balanced
He's
now.
okay
He got
to
nerfed.
play now. He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not
Mewtwo.
it's not scummy anymore.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
No, you're
Ah,
good.
you're
Oh, he's gold too.
Speaking
Hmm.
of, I remember you said you got sick from TwitchCon. How are you feeling after all that? You're getting better? You're still sick a little?
Talking to me or Kess?
Oh, to you, Slash.
Oh no, it was Comic Con. I didn't go to TwitchCon.
Oh, it was a
Yeah,
Comic.
Oh.
It was
yeah.
Comic-Con. I'm sorry.
I'm jealous.
So yeah, are you?
Yeah,
are you okay
honestly,
with
it wasn't like that bad until I started recovering. or like since like near the end. Like throughout it wasn't that bad, and then
Ah.
once it started getting better, it's got like worse feeling.
That's
if that makes
ironic.
sense. Yeah. But like I could tell like it was almost through. So yeah, I'm
Aw,
like pretty
that's-
much better now, but
That's good.
There's definitely been something going back around. I had COVID though a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun, but I'm doing much better too. It's apparently going around.
all right,
again.
Zoro did
Like, I'll
something
be careful.
horribly wrong if he's clearing by 9:05, arriving in late at like 9:03.
What do you mean?
I respect the gold
Zoro
Luka, though.
can
He's
clear
trying
by 9:15, which is one of the strongest points of Zoro in the early game, because he can gank a lane so fast. So Zoro
that's
definitely did
more
something
valid.
very wrong with his clear.
I respect the Luca though. He knows not to push.
I mean, they
Like,
see, yeah, but the enemy team saw the jungler bot, so I feel like they could have pushed this gold zone and gotten free stacks. I don't know if the Zoro stacking, but that would have been better than ganking bot, I think.
Yeah.
Zoro is actually like
I don't know.
the best attack weight Pokemon in the game from the attack weight ratios.
I think he's risking it
yeah?
a little bit, like with Umbreon. Umbreon's
Yeah,
getting a little too aggressive here.
They got a really good kill top. I think they could have just forced the pad instead of Zoro running bot. The enemy team's like really ahead now from that rotation. And here,
Well, also he's not getting his jungle, so
yeah, and also now he's 20% health for mid Bs. He should have just reset and gone to mid Bs.
you're not getting that in, Luca. There you go.
This
He's
Luca's
in the back there.
in their spawn. Oh, he missed
Oh, he's
E-speed.
E-speed.
Oh, the Inteleon missed too.
Good.
He was trying to
E-speed for
out-secure the
Talia's
Inteleon
scary,
early.
Yeah, so really
is-
interesting here by the red team got free mid Bs when I don't think they should have. The Zero showed up like 15% health. The left side just didn't have anyone show up to mid Bs.
I want to know what's going on in that bot lane because Luca here has been up top all by himself. Like, is this like back to the 1-1-3 here? Like, I don't particularly agree with that. I don't think it's.
Yeah, again, it only works
Meta
because they didn't pressure top lane at all really. When they could have against the solo Luca.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
the
they
Zoro
got
could have
the,
easily just
Desi
forced
out.
that pad easily. Okay.
Oh, red
Too
buff
deep.
coming in clutch for Desi right there.
Too deep.
Yeah. Desi needs to.
We should
wait
should
and let
look at the
Luca
bottom
go
lane here, I
first.
think.
Like, why do they do that all the time? That's a common attacker mistake
Oh!
right there. Stack Luca. Oh, or get out.
I think we should switch to the bottom lane here.
Yeah, see what's going on down here. Oh.
The
this,
Umbreon's level 8. He's level 8. Did he use Unite already? No, he has it.
He has not.
Is he not gonna... Oh.
There goes.
I don't know
That was
about
a
using
little
it when you're
late.
so
Too
low
late.
health. Yeah.
That was a little late.
Yeah, that never works. I often see a lot of Charizards or Tyranids doing that too, like popping their Unite moves, like.
When they're
Or
at,
Well,
He was trying to go
Garchomp's
for
even-
Miracle Secure. Gets Leafy on United.
I hate Leafeon's Unite move. It feels personal. I'm
They
not
did
gonna
nerf
lie.
it though. They nerfed it.
Thank goodness.
It's better, but it's still strong.
I forget.
I think they need
Does the Unite move have execution damage? I think it does, right? Or am I imagining it? Hang on,
I
need
can't
to look
answer
this
that
up.
one. With
I need to
Leafeon.
look this up. One sec.
So the right side team's completely taking over the game now.
Mm-hmm. I think they just kind of. This shouldn't be working.
The Zoro's not being able to get his score. It's
Wait.
not that bad for left side team. If
My
this
question is
this
this.
Reggie doesn't get pushed in, it's not that bad. But right side team has
Would
the
this have been
opportunity to
better?
push this in.
I'm thinking Umbreon could have went mean look here with 2 speedsters
Oh yeah,
and a
Mean
Lucario
Look would have been.
and a Mimikyu. Like, this whole team is just dive except for the Inteleon. Like, mean look would have.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it.
Mean Look is
Yeah, 'cause
better
then
like
Zoro gets
99%
caught
of
in
the
it.
time.
Yeah, one mean look and Zoro or Leafeon are like done for. I don't.
What?
So in my opinion, right side really fumbled this because I think they could have pushed in the Reggie top, like they were strong enough. Instead, they now had a 40 scored on them, while they've died on a lot of people and given a lot of XP back. So now left side is in a really good state because they're getting
in the Desi here.
Yeah, they are. But they're getting 5 Audinos. The Umbreon hard inted. Oh no. So they're getting a 40 top now. This is the way of solo queue, unfortunately.
Okay. They could let Goodra score here. Would be ideal. But Leafeon might make it down. Stay on the pad with him, please. Thank you.
Wow. Well, at least they know how to math.
So
Yeah, they math.
left side team could be way ahead right now, but they haven't farmed any Audinos since their pads are broken.
Yeah.
I don't think a
They have
single
not.
Audino has been farmed.
Like I
Well,
know
the
at
problem
least
I notice is
Go
a
ahead.
lot of people in this game are so objective, like focused, that they just you don't always have to get every objective. Like the Reggie still here, like it's very valuable team-wide XP, but when you're behind, you could just farm. You know, like instead of going into a team fight where you're already behind on levels and losing, giving them more farm, like you could just or get value elsewhere. They've all been grouping. They haven't been watching their goals. You could get a sneaky back cap in their tier 2 because this like Orange has been consistently all, like staying together for the most part.
Yeah, and that's what Orange did. Like the Mimikyu went for a sneaky back up 40 top, which is actually really good.
Oh, yeah. I always say you should have one person off laning, and it's usually me. Like I was playing Lapras, like pre-nerf Lapras, and I actually watched your video and used your build. That thing was a monster, by the way.
Yeah.
I would stay top and just try to get my stacks in, right? And then by the time the first objective spawns, like my team's getting pissed off at me because I'm not down there by myself, getting stacks, breaking the goal. I get my 9, I ult in behind their whole back line, knock 3 of them up, KO them, and then I'm like, now what?
Suddenly your whole team's happy. They
Yeah.
like see the kills and they're like, good job. They paint thumbs up. Yeah,
Only
that
after
happens
the
to me
fact,
all the
though.
time.
Only ever after the fact.
Yeah, but nobody gets like value.
Oh,
They
the
don't
Desi
understand
died to the
value.
Reggie.
He
It's
also
in.
ulted. Oh no. He ulted right
Ulted
before.
for that? What?
They're
Yeah,
hard
he
fighting up
ulted,
here. They're
like,
hard
while the
fighting.
Lucky
Oh, you
was
missed it.
rolling.
Oh my goodness.
The Mimikyu's dead for 20
Yeah.
seconds now.
Yeah, Mimikyu kind of overextended a little too much.
Yeah.
This Guja really needs to like. I feel like it needs to like pair up with the Mew here.
Huge pick. Lucario didn't get Unite move off. Umbreon solo killed the Inteleon. Okay, the
Huge.
Leafeon
Ooh,
Unite move
nice.
got canceled by Shedinjadal. This Umbreon
Uh-oh.
submerging the entire fight.
Oh my god.
The Umbreon used
just
something we
saved.
didn't. Could he do that on
the
Meanlook?
Rayquaza clutch!
Oh my god. The Mimikyu's
Oh
here
my
though.
God,
He can get a
Desi,
reset.
run!
He got a reset. Oh, he missed his Shuttlecock. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, Unite moving
Mew
the
and Desi should not
Gudra.
have been huddled there.
Yeah, they both
Oh,
got
this is
feared,
this.
but the Umbreon completely smurfed that fight, solo killing the Inteleon, Shedinjadaling the Leafeon Unite, killing the Zoro after. The Umbreon knew something we didn't. Maybe follow play was better that game, you know?
I guess. I mean, I thought, with the Desi and a Mew, mean look, but clearly he knew something we didn't. Panty Pooler here had a tough game. He tried his best. He was solo for the most of it, so we're not gonna criticize him too hard here. But
So
I
I
feel
think-
like
Yeah, I mean,
I think he did the most with what he could.
I think it's fair to say a lot of ints happen in this game by all players on both teams. But I think you see the biggest difference here in that late game team fight is when everyone's making a ton of mistakes. The team that has more of a consistent comp, like left side team has 2 tanks to frontline for their team, right? They're gonna pull out ahead when everyone's making mistakes, right? Whereas right side team, they have no front line, so Inteleon's just absolutely caught with no one to stand behind.
Yeah. And I mean, they've got 2 speedsters and then Inteleon.
Yeah,
That's
it's
3 squishy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. But no, I think, it was probably a rough early game. They seemed really uncoordinated. You could tell this is definitely a solo queue game.
Yeah, honestly,
But
the right side
confident in the
team,
end.
yeah, the right side team won so hard. I think if they pushed in that Reggie, it would have been a sealed deal. But they decided to go bot and fight instead, which is interesting.
Well, Mimikyu also got caught out.
No,
too,
I'm talking
and
about
was
like
on a
at the
20-second
start,
time.
like at
Oh, at the
like
start.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
They would have completely
They were-
snowballed the game. They could have pushed that Regilucky into the tier 2, but they didn't
Yeah.
try to go for it. At that point, like,
Also, this
oh yeah, you can go.
Zora didn't seem too aggressive because, like you had mentioned, like when he did his first gank and it was just Luca up top, they could have just pushed that. Like,
Yeah,
I
I-
would have pushed it. Like, that's easy.
Yeah, I don't know if he even got any stacks, and it seemed like he was stacking. So definitely on Zoro, you kind of just want to prioritize getting your 6 stacks early game, and you'll completely take over the game. But yeah, like that's where like pressing tab, looking at like levels is important, because that Reggie push, the left side team I think had 0 Unite moves, because Umbreon used Unite bottom, right?
Yeah.
The Mew was like level 7 because he went for a steal, which that was int. You should probably try to farm your 8 because the top team can push in that Reggie really easily. And so the right side team had like 2 Unite moves, I think, still. And they're like 3 levels up. Like that's an easy push if they went for it. But it's really hard to like organize your solo queue randoms to do that for you as well.
Also, without launch pads, Purple did not have
Exactly.
launch pads
Yeah,
then,
it was a
too.
free
And when you
Regilucky
get
push, I'm telling you.
Yeah, when you get lucky that early, they don't have launch pads, and you have your ults, and they're that far behind. Yeah, 1000% you push it. I think it's called read the room.
Yeah,
and
the
kinda
5 people
understand
can
the
just show
situation.
up and auto attack, and they'll push it in.
But one thing I wish they would add to the in-game screen, and I know it could create a little bit of problems as far as like toxicity, but still could add some accountability, is they need to put we need to know the deaths. We need to know how many times people died. I think
Oh.
like hear me out. I think it would help the player base a little bit. I'm hoping, because when you realize, you know, oh my god, I got like 8 kills that game. What did you do? You know, but like when you look, homie died like 14 times. Like, okay. But you died more than you KO'd, so like, you know, as far as the experience goes, you didn't really gain much than what you gave, if that makes sense. People don't look at it that way.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have to add it to like the screen. Maybe like adding it to your overall score though, as like a hidden thing, I think would really help. Like bringing people's overall score down if they died a lot, like that would really help, because like people died 20 times, like just inting in, getting kills, like scoring, but they died like 20-30 times, and they got the best overall score. So like, I'm playing the game right. Because the game is rewarding them.
I'm gonna pick this Duralon. He's got 6 people watching him, and we never see Dura. So here we go. This is a gym. Oh my god, an Cinderace? What is this team? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like this.
Jeez.
We've got
So
Wait,
bottom
that's
side
full
team
attacker
comp.
team. That's a full attacker team.
Bottom
Oh,
side
I-
team looks like a 5 stack. Look at their comp.
yeah.
This looks like a 5 stack
Bottom
versus
looks-
like a duo trio.
I don't know, but I would rather be on that Eldegoss and Slowbros team right now.
5 attackers.
Oh. I think what's gonna happen is
Oh, this is gonna be
outside of team
rich.
fights, outside of team skirmishes, you know, like in the laning phase, I feel like the attackers might dominate a little bit more. But then when it comes to like these big team fights, especially the Rayquaza fight, Purple here needs to be scared.
Oof. The only thing here is that the top or not the top team, sorry, the purple team, they have 3 like physical attackers, so they do have like a fair amount of shred. I guess it depends sort of on what abilities they choose, but they can
Well,
also have like, a
also-
lot of burst.
This is a huge
Eldegoss
start
could
top side. The
counter them.
Greninja's getting like all the stacks. This could be a
Oh my
cookie
goodness.
Greninja.
The Cinderace is
Cookie
gone.
Greninja.
Yeah, cookie.
Like, if I had
I didn't know Greninjas go cookie.
Yeah, cookie water shirking Greninja. He got like 3-4 stacks there. That was huge for him. He'll be a little late.
Yeah,
to
even if
these,
he
though.
dies there, that many stacks is worth dying for.
Yeah, they killed the
Okay.
Leafeon too. This Leafeon went Razor Leaf. I don't like that. I think Solar Blade would have been better this game.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
Just getting like chunking
Solar
a third
Blade
of-
would like
Let's check
chunk
bottom.
Decidueye by like 80% HP. Alright, Mewtwo doing Mewtwo things, but he's gonna die? He doesn't die! Holy shit! How broken
That
is Mewtwo
Eldegoss,
X?
dude. The
Oh my
Eldegoss,
God.
man.
Oh
I hope
my
she's.
god.
Wait, let me see. No, she's Pollen Puff. This would have been a Razor Leaf, not a Razor Leaf, but Leaf Tornado game here.
Oh, it absolutely would have. So, the upgraded version of Leaf Tornado, for those who don't know, if you hit the enemies with
The
it, they
Mewtwo's
will miss
already level
all
7.
of their auto attacks.
Correct. And look at all those auto attackers. You've got a Razor Leaf Desi. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go Razor Leaf here, possibly. And then you've got Water Shuriken Greninja, who's gonna be using a lot of his autos as well.
Oh, don't walk into that. Oh no.
And the thing
Oh,
with that
no,
is
Desi.
the thing with that again though is we said they're probably gonna win the 2-minute fight, right? And you don't get level 11 Leaf Tornado until probably like 2:30, right? So I think Pollen Puff is gonna
Right.
be better throughout the game. So I don't think it's that
Fair
bad.
enough.
Yeah, that's fair. She could still go Cotton Guard, Cotton Spore, because there's gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah, she did. She went the double buffs. That's good. And look, she's over there just gonna pocket the Mewtwo. I mean, she doesn't have a
Huge
reason
poke
not
by
to be
Mew.
with him.
Yeah, this Mew is gonna absolutely demolish the attackers too. Mew's in
Yeah, the
such a
Mew
strong
outranges
state right
them.
now. He just missed the Audino though. Interesting. Wasted his Solar Beam, so he
this-
doesn't have it up for bees. The enemy team doesn't know that. Looks like the Duro's
This-
rotating top one bot. But this Greninja's like
boy.
fully... Oh, he went stacking? Maybe he's Wait. He's probably not Cookie, he's Wait, because he went Surf. Surf Smokescreen? I believe in this Greninja to steal with Surf Smokescreen.
Oh, he went Surf this game?
Oh,
Oop,
that
nope, not fast
insane
enough.
burst.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
Mew-
Mewtwo
burst.
Future Sight with Mew Electro Ball.
I'd
They
be
actually
scared
timed
to
that
go
perfectly.
Surf. I
Yeah,
mean,
me
Slowbro
too. I think
probably
Water
has-
Shuriken would have been better. Especially if he was
Yeah,
Cookie.
Slowbro has Surf.
But I mean, this is
Oh,
blind
man.
pick, so...
Yeah. But I mean, you can still check their moves. Often throughout the game, I'll press this plus sign right here and see what they have, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
And
the
I can
build
kinda,
the build
like-
is pretty different between Surf and Water Shuriken, though, so...
Oh, that's fair. I always try to build myself around a neutral build in blind picks. So that way I can play either moveset.
Pushing the tier
Because
2
sometimes you
goal
just don't
zone.
know.
They let the Reggie in, so I kind of had to force this team off.
Yeah. Well, I think the pressure there was good because now they, like, even though that
Yeah,
went
they're
in,
not going to get that in. They,
Yeah,
they can't make any
yeah,
more
it was
goals
good, it
from
was
that.
good.
maybe the Espeon
A
will break
full
with
5-man
Apex.
push
She-
topside? Let's see, they're hovering middle here. Are they going to go for scores when they see them topside?
Is she gonna
No
score
one
first?
covering the
Break
top
that?
goal zone. Really interesting. They don't
The
go for any
Grenin-
scores bot either. They're running at their tier 2 now. Okay. Oh, and they get the scores. The right side team just
What
didn't
the
cover the
heck?
goal at all. The top goal zone's at 18. This is a lesson. Cover your goal zones. Definitely
my
like the
goodness.
slow bro should have just been solo top or something.
Yeah.
They were playing
Slow
for
bro
like
should
a pick
definitely
in middle,
off-lane.
I think.
I mean, they basically got a team wipe, though. Yeah, that was a team
Yeah.
wipe.
Greninja went for an unsafe
Yeah.
back.
But
the
at
team
cost
wipe
of their
doesn't
top
matter,
tier
like-
two-
They honestly, I'm pretty sure left side got more experience from those scores than the right side team got from the team wipe.
Mm.
So
and also,
that's
it
the
puts them in a very
Exactly.
tough situation too against the Regieleki.
like look, their
Why
EXP is
are you
perfectly
melee
fine now.
range, Jesse?
Letting
Why
scores
are
in
you
like that
walking
is so
towards
bad.
them? This Desi is
Oh,
making me
huge! The
really
Eldegoss
sad.
didn't land. Huge mistakes by right side team. The attackers are popping off.
Yeah.
Slowbro Knight on the Greninja. Go.
Okay.
They need to go rip the objective right now. They're going for the score. The Cinderace does get it. Okay.
That's
that
not
was an
gonna-
in score. That score was terrible.
Nah. Mm-mm.
That in what world does that work? No.
Alright, they're backing
I
up
think
here
they
to the
would've gotten
bushes.
more
I like it.
value-
Waiting for the
They
Decidueye
would've
to
gotten
come
more
down.
value out of the Regirock.
Oh, okay. The Duro
Yeah, he's gone.
walked up
Oh,
and
nope,
died. Yeah.
gone.
Cinderace stood on top of the Duro for the slow beam, but they killed the Leafeon. That's huge. Mewtwo's
Yeah,
ripping it in
Mewtwo
the
is
back.
gonna rip, though.
The
Mewtwo
Decidueye's
probably
uniting, trying to poke out.
Oh, okay.
Does
I
actually
guess
hit the
Mewtwo
Mew for
decided-
massive damage. I think
What?
the right side team will get this objective though. Let's see. Oh my god, the Razor Leaf almost got it. Mewtwo
That
gets
was
it with
so
an
close.
auto attack. This
I'm so confused about what's
Oh.
happening right now.
this Cinderace went Fate Blaze Kick. That is a terrible build. That's like the one build I would not go Fate Blaze Kick.
It sometimes works. I only would go it like against like a
They would've-
Talonflame.
Feint would have made more sense if the Mewtwo was going Side Strike, where you can sort of like see it coming ahead of time.
Yeah. Other than that, you can play your range because I don't. By the time he can like, you outrange him if that makes sense. So as long as you like keep your distance and play at the tip of your range, you'll be fine.
Ooh, nice dodge there.
I don't like going faint at all when I play Cinderace. I prefer the repositioning.
Okay, huge Greninja Knight. Oh, he misses Surf. He could have gotten all three.
Take the hit.
He missed the
Espeon.
Surf. Gets a 50 overcap though.
Zoning. Good.
All right,
There-
huge
okay.
math.
There we go.
Huge math.
Oh,
Japan definitely has way
wow.
better math than NA. That would not have gone well in NA.
No. The Espeon would have broke that goal up top first.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
That
think
was me.
right side team might just be a solo queue team. I think in Japan, when I went to Worlds, you actually experienced that teams will actually round out their comps with supports and defenders. So this could very much be a solo queue team on right side. They're definitely not playing very coordinated, so
I know, you remember when you could when the game would tell you like that you're not balanced?
Oh, that's right. They used to do that. I forgot.
Yeah,
Wait,
used
they
to tell
removed
you.
that?
Yeah. It would tell you like team synergy or something like needs
Like you have too
all
many
rounder.
attackers or something like that.
Yeah.
Destiny, please don't go back, Cap. What are you doing?
They're getting pokes for free though right here. They don't have a healer on purple side. So Mew just gets to poke for free.
yeah, this
Yep.
Mew
Oh,
this Mew's gonna run through them late game.
What is
What
this
what
Desi
level
doing?
is the Mew?
Oh,
can't tell.
Hold on. We gotta pause.
what is it?
He's
Okay,
not-
hang on.
He's not ripping Ray? What do you mean?
I was gonna say, like, I thought that was like programmed into every Duraludon player. It's like the moment you see Ray, ult and rip.
Oh.
No matter the situation, just ult and rip. What? Oh my goodness.
Mew's almost 14, but Leafeon's over here doing Leafeon things.
Just KO the Cinderace, I think.
In this state, if they, I actually think blue team has a good chance of securing, right? Desi Unite, Greninja Unite.
If they time it, I think with
Yeah.
the Duraludon scoring here, hear me out. I usually don't like these kinds of plays, like immediate like back cap at Ray. Although with him scoring here, it does pressure the orange side to rip the Rayquaza because at this point they know they need it, right? So it is setting up for the Desi, who obviously wants to steal, and if Greninja can get in there as well.
Not Spirit Shackle, by the
We'll
way.
see. Not very sure. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
just
play.
Desi
We'll see
plus
how this turns
Greninja
out.
Unite.
They can block the Desi.
Desi
Unite,
needs
though,
to
if
start
they're
uniting now.
smart.
Yep, nice. Greninja gonna unite. They have a good chance. The Eldegoss
he
gets
took
it. That was
Oh, no, the
50-50 though.
Duraludon got stunned out of his ult
Wait.
too.
That was actually
I gotta replay
a 50-50
that.
chance, yeah. But like I said, that actually wasn't that bad for blue team. They had a 50-50 chance at Rayquaza, so honestly, the Durin score wasn't that bad.
Okay, pop the shield on the Mewtwo.
They surrender.
Ah.
Okay, do we want to go back and look? Because I clipped
Yeah,
it.
let's go back and look.
Alright.
I can tell
Let's
you
go
what.
see real quick.
So right side team, even though they won, I don't think they played this correctly, and I can kind of go over what they should have been doing instead.
Sure.
Okay.
The
Okay, we're
correct
gonna just fill up
positioning
where
here-
everybody's at.
Correct positioning here would be the Mewtwo plus Eldegoss should be top side. Slowbro and Mew holding mid, and the Leafeon can go for their tier 2 bot, right?
Okay. Yes. I agree with that. But Ulti, well, got it. She ulted. I didn't see her ult.
Oh,
Right.
okay, that
Yeah,
makes
she's ulting.
She's up in the air right now, yeah. See how she's got the invincible? She's got the iframes.
sense.
So she's up in the air. And that's where we were talking about early with those sneaky support steals because they do more damage than what you think to Wild Farm. And yes, it counts for Rayquaza. So he ulted too early. Let's see. And then the LD slams down with the big confirm right here.
Look at that secure range. Holy fuck. Elder supports
Yeah.
are so broken.
You know,
Their ults do so much damage.
I don't play supports, but Eldegoss is one of the few that I've actually like played the most of.
Consistently getting stealed with the ult.
Consistently. How many games in a row did I steal Ray? Like 3 or 4?
I think you've done it like 2. I remember that one stream where you stole like 2 or 3 rays, like or secured like 2 or 3 rays in a row.
Back to back with my Unite move. Yeah. I'm just like,
Nuts.
all right, we're doing it. And you can't stop Eldegoss either because it has iframes.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do. You just literally have to stop hitting it. But at this point, everybody's already too committed. Like, you know, you got to try.
In theory, the purple team did really good here. You had the Desi for the shred, you had the Greninja
Espeon
for the
ult.
burst, and then Espeon to prevent anyone else from trying. You know.
Right.
So in
That was good
theory,
ult from her.
yeah, it was. So in theory, they played this sort of correctly. Except
Yeah, the
you
only
know,
thing they did wrong was the Greninja United like a little too early.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think if they waited, they actually would have had a really good chance on this.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though, because the Espeon would have been there sort of
Yeah,
as like.
But this is
insurance.
still like a 50-50 in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Orange Team, what they did wrong was like they needed to, with such a lead, they needed to position topside earlier. So when the Dura goes for cap, they can pressure their Rayquaza, but instead of having to finish it, they just kill everyone who walks in if they have topside positioning. So they definitely like inted their positioning there on Rayquaza, I think, despite winning.
Let's see the damage. Huh. Of course, we're not going to see a lot of like damage numbers on the right side. I'm surprised that 81k though. I mean,
The Mew was just shredding through them with solar beams.
well, you know, we might not have the ability to see how many times, you know, you got KO'd in the game, but you can always see one indicator, and it's the damage taken. And it should speak for itself. I think, like, look at the Mew, for example. That is good. That's good numbers. You're seeing, like, 81k damage, 31 taken. Like, that's fair. You know what I mean? It should always be about that. Now, defenders are going to be different. Slowbros looks fine. That's how his should, or even Eldegoss. Eldegoss looks fine.
I would argue Slowbros doesn't look good. Like he should have more damage taken, right? It means he wasn't in the
I
right
think he
spot
should
a lot.
too.
Like
Yeah.
again, he should have been solo holding top when they scored like 200 points.
Damn. Oh.
Yeah. No, he could have definitely taken more damage. I mean, ideally though, with his damage taken being higher than his damage dealt, I don't want people thinking, oh, they're bad because like, you know, at the end, like some people actually look at these numbers and they be like, well, I did more damage than you, so like I'm better, and like that's what I'm like. I'm a tank, dude. Like, what? It's like, honey.
That's where I go. Like, let's roll swap and see what happens. See what the stats look like then.
Well, look at Eldegoss, you know, like recovery, like that's where she's gonna shine here, you know, like she did great, like her numbers actually look good. I mean, we're not gonna see a lot of damage because she didn't go Cotton Spore, but she did. I think she did good going Cotton Guard. Granted, the amount of damage on the other team, so her losing that Cotton Guard's gonna like mitigate some of her damage that she can deal. But overall, like, I think both teams could have obviously improved. There could have been improvement on that. It wasn't a bad game to watch. That was interesting. It's been a while since I've seen the 5-man attacker team.
Dura not ripping Rayquaza, definitely a throw.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Oh, he
Oh,
wants to
MJK, go to
score.
MJK. That's actually that's a pro player right there.
Ooh.
The
Yeah, the
Garchomp?
Garchomp, yep.
Ooh. Let's go watch them. I'm excited though.
We
I
were
like seeing
actually we were
Garchomp.
supposed to face MJK in our group. Do you guys know what happened?
No,
Their
okay.
captain got disqualified. They still could have played, but out of like a boycott or something, the whole team decided not to play. So
Wait, what?
we had like a
Is that what
3-man
happened
group.
at Worlds?
Yeah, well, both Japanese teams. So Oyasumi had a whole different thing, where one of their teammates got. So it was like the same thing, kind of where one of their teammates got disqualified, but they decided to play with their sub. MJK just didn't want to play without their captain. So
Oh wow.
I never fully heard what their captain did. So definitely
Huh.
interesting, but I think they would have been the best team in our group, and we just didn't end up facing them.
I don't know I'd want to give that up though. Like,
Yeah, me too. Definitely interesting by them.
and if it were me, like being the one being disqualified, I'd be like, yeah, like honestly, y'all continue without me. Like,
Yeah,
don't
huge
get Gibble
secure.
cheese, don't get Gibble cheese.
Yeah, the Roach just used their ability so early too.
Oh, that was so
Clef!
close.
Oh my god, Clef. Oh, watch him. Aw. Oh yeah, I'd run too.
Don't sleep on the Gibble.
Yeah, the Gibble cheese. No,
Th-
one of these Uwu
Okay.
sessions, we watched this Garchomp. It was a little Gibble. He went for a jungle invade. This man had yellow emblems.
So I'm
He
telling
had EXP share.
Oh my god.
He had floatstone. He had all the movement speed, okay? I have never in my life seen a Gibble move so fast.
So I'm telling you guys right now, top lane is over. The right side
Woohoo.
team is gonna be double killed within like a minute and a half. Like
You think so?
blue side is completely winning. Yeah, it's completely over for right side. I mean, the jungler didn't even need to come up,
Ooh.
but when it's this easy to push a pattern, you know like the game state was already lost.
Not to
Mhm.
mention, we still got our Ralts on the right side.
Yeah. They
Poor
still have
thing.
worlds. They need to evolve that thing.
All right,
The
watch
Clef
the
could
watch
be
the Absol
stacking
in the
here.
invade.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
You
poor
should watch the
Ralts is
Absol.
gonna-
Oh,
Oh no.
I think that's a smart play from the Absol. Anytime you do a successful gank like that and like
yeah, exactly.
just abolish them, you go straight to their jungle.
Left side
I
did
love that the
manage
Clef
to
is
kill
backing
though.
up the
They
Absol.
get points back in, but it was only
Yeah.
Leafeon. So left side is very much ahead still. Absol is pursuit, and I'm assuming Psycho Cut. They did get more
usually
scores
Thunder
here.
Punch is the move.
We could check here. Let's see.
He did go Psycho Cut. I just saw.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay. Usually it's
Interesting.
pursuit with the Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it probably would have been better this game. He does. We're missing all the action mid. He just killed the Leafeon.
Oh my god, that skull.
Then Talion.
hurts
Oh!
so
Oh! Can he kill
Oh
the
my gosh,
Absol?
dude.
Oh.
okay, no.
Clef comes
Nah.
in. Ralts finally gets his evolve.
I gotta say, kudos to the slow bro there. Like,
Oh, if this Leafeon gets one kill, it could be really bad for blue side. Oh, he's not gonna. He's
This
raised
Slowbro
No,
Leafeon.
they're
He's
also
not gonna manage
yeah,
to
they're
get anything.
they're too high health for that.
The Absol is already gonna be level 10 at 7 minutes.
Jesus.
Left
so what
side
is your
team has
thoughts on
2
Scald
Immunites.
slow bro?
I think it's good.
'Cause I like Scald at times. I know there's times to use
Oh,
surf,
that did not
right?
hit
Like if
anyone.
there's a lot of dive.
Yeah,
But if there's more
so
range than dive, I
it-
would prefer
Ooh,
Scald.
with this
That
team
apple's
comp,
moving.
let's see. I think Scald is probably better in the right side team comp. They don't really have anyone you want to lock down with surf. Like Leafeon's gonna be able to
Right.
really easily kite you. Everything
Yeah.
else is ranged. Umbreon has passive, so it's not even gonna do anything
Oh,
besides get the
no!
Umbreon passive.
Oh no, he secured it.
Hang on. We gotta pause it. I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. The Gardevoir used both of her moves trying to hit the Garchomp. He like walked up to bait her for that, away from the Lecky. And she used both of her moves, and as soon as she did, he backed up and got the Lecky.
Yeah.
And the reason why he knew he could secure that Lecky is because she was on cooldowns. She used her moves to damage him instead of confirming the Lecky. Big brain play right
But
there.
he is gonna go down here. Oh, he had focus band.
Oh, he's
Yep.
alive.
He should
So that
still
Clef
die.
is trying her best.
Oh my god, lived to 1
Oh
HP!
Oh my god, they both got out.
Oh, they're gonna die now.
Well,
Huge
the-
flash by the Slowbro. That was a really
Oh
good
my God,
flash
that
skull
Mew.
to slow them.
Holy.
No, it's not that Mew. Pause it. Okay. No flame. But when carries do this, it's like the Slowbro set that up for the Mew, right? He flash scalded both of them to slow them. My grandma could have killed them as the Mew. So we go, oh, that's Slowbro, not oh the Mew, you know? We
Yeah.
gotta give credit to the defenders.
This is true. This is true. Poor defenders. And I want to say he's looking very dapper in that hollowware. It is about fashion. Fashion does help, you know. Better gaming chair. It's same, very similar.
They actually managed to
Definitely
kill the Lecky in time. Now they just have to live. They managed to kill the Lecky. And Talion, dies to the Slowbro boosted auto.
Holy
Ooh, I
shit.
love
And they
these
managed to get
scores.
scores in. The Leafeon did get a 40 in return, though. Honestly,
I
could have
don't
been
know if the
worse.
ult there was
It could have been
necessary.
worse.
But I think he wanted maybe the movement speed. Oh yeah, he's not getting out.
Yeah, I think
just
he
leave
wanted
him.
to live. Yeah, I think he should have just died as well.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the Leafeon is gonna come in on the Clefable.
The
A
Garchomp's
Garchomp in a bush, man. Oh no, he might not. This Inteleon might get him here.
Oh no, he missed.
Oh, okay. These are huge kills. Leafeon should have Unite move soon. No?
Is she stacking? I think the Leafeon might be stacking.
Yeah, it went to stack. Honestly, not bad.
Ooh.
I'm surprised
You
the
should've
Leafeon
held
didn't
off
have
on that
Unite move
beam.
yet. That's the Leafeon Unite move nurse. We saw it right there in
Yeah.
action.
I always like my favorite thing when I'm playing this game and I'm playing Defender when they ult me. It's the best.
Oof.
Like a Leafeon ult.
Oh, huge, 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 huge. That is so much XP back for the Leafeon. That is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Slowbro can't really
That is
stop
really
that.
worth for
like,
the
even if he had
Leafeon.
Surf.
Oh, and she gets the big. Oh, the Espeon die. That's actually
Leafeon
worth. That's worth.
sacrificed it.
Yeah, the sacrifice.
That Espeon paid for the Leafeon sins. Oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
that was best case scenario. The Leafeon got all the bees and didn't die.
Yeah, it'd be better for the Espeon to die. People don't see it that way though. Like, look, it's level 12. You know, like let the level 9 die. over the
Exactly,
level
and, like,
12 if it comes
The
down to
Leafeon
it.
might have inted a bit, but it was to get the bees. The Leafeon actually got all the bees, so that's actually really good because even if the Espeon was alive, they wouldn't have done anything anyways. So
Oh, they got a KO.
dying
too.
for the Leafeon
They
to
got-
get bees is good.
That was a
This
small
huge-
break there.
Oh, the Slowbro Unite!
Oh.
No, the Leafeon would have killed the Absol. That was a really good Slowbro Unite.
Yeah, it was.
Good
Leafeon
dodge
can't
by
stop
Absol.
that. I think
Oh, the
because of
Espeon is
16 fight,
smurfing
though.
out of their mind. Oh my god! The Espeon is hard smurfing. Kills the Garchomp. That Espeon played that insanely well that last 30 seconds.
I'm honestly surprised it lasted as long as it did. I'd be terrified going up against the Garchomp.
That is a
close.
The
No.
Espeon got huge kills now. Killed the Garchomp,
Mhm.
killed who else did they kill? One of the supports, I think. Yeah, EXP for the right side is not looking bad at all. They do have to contend with the level 15 Absol though after we cause a fight.
Yep.
I think they need to get their Gardevoir up. Honestly, like the Espeon's fine being like the lower
Honestly though,
level
like
level.
Absol, if you hit the Absol with the mean look, it's not much of a threat. So they just got to get the Absol with the mean look.
Mhm.
Garchomp is gonna
Oh my God, that
unite.
chat's
That's
trying to scare me.
Garchomp unite at
Yeah, if
3
he-
minutes. I don't know about that. It's a really late Garchomp
I don't know
unite.
either.
Leafeon back to
Maybe we
stop
can
this. This is a really good Espeon score. Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
you-
farm
They're
up
not
for the
watching their
Garchomp. I don't
pads.
like that. It was honestly
Yeah,
really good for
Garchomp
right
needs
side
to find
team.
farm.
He's
if he
not.
can't score, he needs to find farm.
I think he's just not going for his
Ooh.
unite. He knows he's not gonna get it. He's just playing for kills.
Yeah, get
Trying to
the-
hit level
get the
14.
Espeon
Okay, yeah.
out.
He's just not gonna have unite.
I think he's realizing that now.
Yeah, I
was a
think like
whoopsie.
this Garchomp just needs to play like Psycho and go like tank the Umbreon mean look for the Absol in the fight so the Absol can carry.
Yeah.
They get the mean look on the Absol. This is huge. This is what I was talking about. But then Inteleon walks up. Inteleon's dead. This is what I was talking
No.
about. Absol manages to live though. No Garchomp unite. Oh no! 5-man
a
solar
good beam,
beam. 5-man solar beam. Holy fuck!
All right.
The
I
Mew
gotta
is in the
save
perfect
that. I'm
position.
Sorry, that
Holy
is too
Holy
good.
shit! That was insane.
That solar beam.
I think they forgot about the Mew there.
Penta. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Oh
That
my
was good.
gosh.
That was a good Mew play. I'll give him that. He earned that one.
Holy.
Mew made that. Like he saved them.
Yeah, he saved them. They were honestly in a tricky spot there. Clefable rolled fly.
See, I always
That's
want to be good
fun
with
seeing
Mew,
that.
but mechanically, that thing is.
Mew has such a high skill cap.
Oh yeah, I feel like Mew and Hoopa have the highest skill cap. in the
Really?
game.
no.
I think Koopa's pretty easy. I think Dodrio and Mew are the hardest Pokemon in the game.
Dodrio,
Oh,
yeah,
Dodrio,
I
yeah.
forgot.
I
About
think
Dodrio, yeah.
Hoopa's like Hoopa's more like if you're good at the game, you'll be good at Hoopa. It's not like
Mm.
it's not like you need to know like anything specific on that mon, right? but like Mew and Dodrio have completely different mechanics from every other Pokemon in the game.
That's true.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
God,
believe you
these solar
bought.
beams. Those solar
He
beams.
got her in her base. Oh, that's a bad feeling. I also think that Blaziken's kind of a hard one to learn.
Really? I've heard
I
that
think
from
he's
Switch
not-
players, but on mobile he's like really easy for me. So I don't know if it's just like on Switch it seems a little harder.
But his dashes are like reversed. So like
Huh?
like
What do you
in
mean?
punch and kick stance, so like he has 2 dashes, right? So like you're constantly gonna press ZL to like rotate between stances when he's on cooldown, so you'll be off cooldown with the other stance, right? So like ZR is 1 dash, and then when you press ZL, then it's your R, not your ZR. So you have to remember that it's not the same
Oh.
button.
Yeah,
so,
that must be why it's hard for Switch, because honestly on mobile he's really, really easy. But I've heard from a lot of Switch players he's really hard.
yeah.
Conversely,
he's not
I've heard
the
the I've
easiest
heard
learn
the
mechanically.
conversely I've heard the opposite for like Mew, that Mew is very easy on Switch but difficult on mobile.
That's like mobile players coping because they're boosted. The only thing about mobile is like you can't insta swap, so it's just like inherently worse than Switch. But like the rest of the mechanics are just as easy as Switch. It's not that hard.
I want to look at the highlight of the game here. Obviously, we gotta run it back. This part.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to break down. We should pause. All right, so here.
Ooh,
Oh no, that's not pause. That's
Oh,
not pause.
no.
So I think
I hit the
Slowbro
wrong one.
and Absol up here is really dangerous because again, like I said, the only way they lose this game is if the Absol gets caught by Meanlook. The Umbreon checks this bush for the Inteleon, which is really good by right side team. If Inteleon walked up before the Umbreon checked that bush, Inteleon would have been in a
Inteleon.
world of hurt.
On.
So Umbreon Meanlook's Absol. This is good so far, so you can play it from here.
That's true. Too often, a lot of attackers don't let their.
All right, so pause it here. Oh, it was a little late. It's okay. So the Absol managed to
You can rewind
unite.
a little.
I can rewind.
Yeah, okay, rewind. Yeah, right here is
Here?
good. So Absol gets Unite move off to get the untargetable, right? So it doesn't die. I believe the Clef might have already united. I'm not sure. I think the Clef united though.
She hasn't yet, or maybe she did.
No, I think she's on her
And
second part. I think she got the healing part. Slowbro unites
Okay.
the Inteleon. This is actually really good for right side team. What needs to happen here for right side team to win is this Leafeon needs to go and kill this Absol immediately. Does the Leafeon have Unite? Your face cam's like blocking it.
Oh no, she does not.
Oh, okay.
The only one who does right now is Espeon and Umbreon. Everyone else has been used up. I think we're seeing the start of Gardevoir's ult animation here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the bush.
Yeah, look, she's queuing hers up.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
this Gardevoir Unite is also terrible. I don't think you use Gardevoir Unite here. But honestly, if they didn't use Gardevoir Unite, this would have been really good. They just back up. Leafeon's gonna be 14 with Unite. No Absol Unite, no Slowbro Unite. But play it from here now.
Yeah, she only hits the.
Yeah, they
Slowbro,
wasted
which
Gardevoir
is
Unite, yeah.
Optimal. Yeah, you don't want to use it on him.
They use
granted, you
Umbreon
get him
Unite too.
out.
Why did they use Umbreon Unite? Oh, that was really bad. Leafeon still doesn't have Unite. Okay, wait, pause it. So Leafeon runs rewind. This was a huge int. Leafeon is past the front line.
Yeah, she's
running
right
past the
Umbreon
front line.
here.
So this Leafeon needs to wait until they have Unite. And honestly, they should be hunting the Absol right now. Absol has no Unite. Leafeon will win that 1v1. So I think the Leafeon should go through bottom side right now to hunt the Absol. Or the Garchomp. Garchomp no Unite too. These are 2 free picks. And they just need to not group up for Mew Solar Beam, which look at these 3 people in the back line.
They're all in.
Yup.
Look at these 3 people in the back line.
It's coming right here. Hang on, watch. You ready? Look, he's right there at the top left. Here it comes. Here it comes. They're all lined up, and this is just beautifully done by the Mew. By the way,
And this
Watch
was
this.
gifted to him on a golden platter.
here it goes.
Oh, that hits
He got
all
t-
5.
Yeah, it was. That's what
Yeah,
I
it
said. A
hit
5-man
all
Solar
of
Beam.
them.
And this
And
was
they
actually.
don't learn.
They
don't
don't
learn.
learn.
They walk back into it.
They walk back into it. This is when it's game over. Look at the Espeon's health.
It was
Watch
game over after the
Oh.
first Solar Beam. And you know what the
So-
Mew did there that was really good? This is something you'll notice a lot of Asian Mews do. The Mew Unite moved to get the cooldown reduction, right? Did you see him instantly unite before even Solar
Yeah.
Beaming?
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually really
he
good.
did it.
So he gets
He
insta
ulted
Solar
first.
Beams. Yeah. You get the damage
And
boost, cooldown reduction.
Because he did it back to back. I see.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So he
So-
knew they were set up and he insta united. So really good reactions from the Mew. Perfectly played.
Yeah,
Not
see.
to mention, so when you hit people with Solar Beam as Mew, you actually do get a cooldown reduction on the next Solar Beam. So the more people you hit, the more you
Yeah.
can...
And the
blast
Unite
out.
move increases that cooldown reduction as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was like 2 seconds in between the Mew's beams right there too. So
Yeah, it was pretty much back to back.
I mean, they had time to like scatter a bit. I felt like in that situation, like they should not have grouped there. And then when they lost 2 of them from the first beam, I'm thinking like there's gotta be another one coming, right? Like I don't know what this team comp is though. Ideally, they only had 1 tank, and they had like basically 4 squishies. I do think that, you know, like Slowbro's team was just a better team comp. But there was some misplays at Ray, though. Like, honestly, Purple was... Well, they swapped, but, like, the Garchomp's team didn't look to have... Like, they were, like, set up for success on that one. Okay. Delphox, eh? You guys can still see everything fine,
Oh,
right?
MJK's back in another game.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, we were reviewing
gonna
that
be
game for a
behind them a
while.
little
Yeah.
Let's see what all our options are, though.
Yeah,
Just
we
really
don't
good.
have to watch them again. I was just looking at it.
Let's see...
Hmm.
Ooh, Desi, though.
Desi. This guy?
Well, I mean, there's 2 of them. Oh, that was close.
Let's do this one. Yeah, he's
Sure.
got 4 people watching him, so maybe there's something going on here, yeah? Glide is a Desi 1 trick.
This could
Yeah.
be 2 5-stacks against each other. They have like actual
I
good
kinda hope so.
comps. Both teams have like good roles. Actually, top side team is a little sus. Maybe it's an Outrage D-Knight top. Could be that.
I'm thinking that's gonna be Outrage, yeah. Gotta be.
Yeah, it's full heal.
I'm kind of curious what Desi's gonna do here. Because, like, they both could go range, right? Or one of them could go range and the other might not.
Oh, have you played against the double sniper comp? It's scary.
Yeah, it can demolish. We ran
Yeah,
double
especially-
sniper actually at Worlds a lot.
Nice.
But it wasn't like... It was mainly with like Mew Venusaur, sometimes Inteleon Venusaur.
Yeah, as long as you have a decent front line and no one's like incredibly mispositioned, it can be
So not
really
bad clear.
strong.
Almost pretty efficient. Couple misplays on the clear, but it's pretty good. Looks
Okay,
like
I'm
bot
sorry,
lane
what?
is not going well. The Inteleon died. Slowbro got a
Oh
huge
no,
secure
he died
though.
early?
Yeah, but actually they're in a fine spot because the Slowbro managed to clutch up, secure their farm.
That's good. Slowbro and Inteleon, like, both together, that's some serious confirm early game. I hate playing against that. So I've got somebody who says they, in my chat, they just started playing this game yesterday, and they're playing with Blaziken. Any tips?
Ooh. That is a hard start.
You have to
That is a
ask
hard
them what they're
start.
playing on first, like mobile or Switch.
Yeah, so what are you playing on? Switch or mobile? Because
The
that does
Venusaur
make a
gets
difference,
that.
mechanically speaking. Because a lot of the inputs are different. Switch? Ooh. We were just talking about Blaziken.
Yeah,
for
and how
Switch
it's
players.
hard.
Yeah, he's hard to play.
So
on
my
Switch,
biggest
much
tip when
harder.
you're trying to learn like mechanical mons, me and Overlord do this, and actually it's something that people don't realize that is very important. You actually want to practice your combos in like training area, so
Mhm.
just practice them, get them down to be really efficient before you go to like actual battles, because if you're just like trying to practice it in ranked, a lot of like players are good, they'll like stun you, they'll kill you before you can get your full combo off because you're really slow at it. So just practicing being efficient with your combo is actually better practice than just playing endless rank games at the start. Like if you just actually like start out practicing in the training area, you're gonna get way better at it way faster. And it's still like once you master it, it's still good. Like you'll see Overlord will constantly go in a training area practicing like Zoroark and Lucario tech, because those kind of combos, like it doesn't need to be against a real person, right? You just need to practice it over and over again to get like super fast at it.
With
exactly, yeah. It's like I actually have this theory on why like it is like why like a lot of like Asian players tend to like dominate games like these. It's because a lot of like Asian people, their parents force them to play like instruments, right? So
Oh my god.
they know like
It is true though.
yeah, so like Asians know just how to improve at something that you have no clue on how to improve on because they learned instruments, right? Like think about learning violin for the first time. You have no clue what you're doing. Like they teach you all these like
practice,
yeah, they teach you how to practice. So they just know fundamentally how to practice, and that's one of the themes. Like it's really important in like practicing your instruments to practice your fundamentals, practicing like scales and your like vibrato or like whatever instrument you play, like your basics before you actually dive into the hard songs. And it's the same in games like these. Like you need to practice your fundamentals in like the training area before you even go into like actual games.
Right.
I always like
say too, like
yeah, sorry,
being brand new to the game, it's a little bit harder to start with like more mechanically difficult Pokemon because you're still learning the game as well. So like you're being stressed in more areas than just one.
Yeah. I agree. My strat, because I wanted to become like a top player really fast, I was like, what is the easiest, like most brain dead Pokemon I can play? And at the time it was like Venusaur and like late season 1. So I just grinded Venusaur. I hit like rank 1 global with Venusaur and became known like really fast. I wasn't even that good at the game yet, but it was easy and I could like learn more like advanced macro and like fundamentals of the game.
I think when I first started playing the game, I started with Eldegoss and Pikachu, but that was like back in season 1, right? Like
right.
Eldegoss was so broken back then.
Oh, it was strong. But like that was very early into the game too. So like there was still a lot to be discovered, you know, like Muscle Band Eldegoss, for example.
But yeah, like
but,
if you going back to like practice, if you look at like Pokemon Unite's a very much amateur esport. If you actually look at like esports that have been around a while, like League, even like Valorant is now getting like older. A lot of pros, you'll see like if you actually follow them, they have their set like training regimen, right? It doesn't really matter like how you train, it's that you set up like something that will like against not real people. It should be against like bots or like by yourself that will help you improve. Just like a 10-minute to 30-minute like practice session every day. Like pros in Valorant, they have like their aim routine training, right? Or like utility training, stuff like that. And like a lot of pros even in Unite don't do that, which is why I think fundamentals of like your actual mechanics are so lacking still, because people don't know how to practice.
I like the Desi aiming for the Venu instead of the tree there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Stops the
Desi
score.
should always be aiming for the back line.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that though. They just hit the first person they see, and it's like you gotta know who to pick. When to
Holy
pick.
shit! They're subversion on the gold
if he
defense.
was low, you can get the kill. Like go ahead, you know.
It's the war of the snipers.
More of the snipers, basically.
I always love a poke war. I feel like it's so stress.
The Slowbro hit a 3-man boosted auto, bro.
Lapras. You play on Switch. I see that solo queue don't use defenders as much in some of my games. I feel like Slash could probably give the best Lapras advice, although Lapras has been nerfed.
Yeah, so Lapras has
recently.
been nerfed. It's like not as good in solo queue. You can still play it the same way. Like I have 2 Lapras guides on my YouTube that were like really popular. You can still play it the same way. You're just not gonna find as much success. I think Lapras is better played now as like a defender versus like an actual carry, right? You played it more of like a bruiser before. Now it's more of a defender, so like play Lapras if your team needs a defender. But if your team already has a defender, you're probably better off going like an actual carry. Like I'd say like Gudra does a better job of carrying games now than Lapras, honestly.
Nice defense.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Gudra's the better bruiser now.
The timing on the
Oh, I
ult
thought
was a
Bro was
little
going to make
off,
it out of
though.
that.
Oh,
I really thought he
timing-
had it.
oh, the Blaziken?
Oh!
The
Oh,
Dusty hits
nice
a
hit.
huge snipe. Oh, he hits the Shadow Snake. Does Inteleon?
Oh
Oh!
my god, why are they so close when they're so low?
Outrage D-Knight now on the back line. Oh, the huge stuns.
Good assist.
D-Knight is so broken once you get on top of them, bro. The stuns with the auto attacks are so annoying.
Oh my god.
Oh, the
this
Desi popped
This
off
is
there.
great positioning.
No, this Desi's playing really well.
Yeah, he is. I enjoy this Desi. Decidueye is a very high skilled mod still. Like, I feel like any snipe character is going to be
Alright, so can you
high-skilled
pause it
if
here?
you're going to snipe.
Alright, so what the blue side team needs to do, because they went for the Reggie, but that they had to give up control of the Ray Pit, right? So the way to play this correctly is, so far they've done it correctly. The Slowbro Hoopa went to clear the mid bushes, but this Slowbro should actually go walk to clear the bottom right bushes once the Desi comes back. This is actually good by the Slowbro waiting for the Desi to farm. I don't know about the Desi taking buffs. I think he should be in mid. Maybe he's trying to hit level
Yeah.
15 because they have Hoopa, which is fine, honestly.
Maybe he's trying
but...
to get his ult back. Probably.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah, that
he
too,
used
that
his
too.
ult at 240.
Yeah, so
trying to
this is
defend that
fine,
first
but
wall.
eventually once the Desi
Yeah.
comes over, this D-Knight can head topside, honestly. He can sit near the tier 2 and start wandering mid once you see more people in mid. And this Slowbro should eventually clear the bottom right L once the Desi's back. So let's see if they do that.
Okay, we'll see. And he's dancing? Okay.
Oh, the Hoopa actually checks it, which is smart with the Phantom Force. A little bit of an int. I don't know. The right side team was better. Oh,
Wait, why
it's
is it
it's
sped
like
up?
sped up. It's sped
Oh,
up.
wait.
Oh shit.
It's sped up. My bad. Why
we
did it
missed a lot there.
speed? Hang on.
It's on 2 times. Oh no. Alright, there
There
we
we
go.
There we go.
Yeah, so I mean, we kind of missed it, but I think that was kind of an issue there that they didn't clear properly. So a lot of them died.
Ooh. Slow.
Oh,
the
nice.
ult on the
They got two
Inteleon.
down.
Inteleon should never be close enough to get into a Slowbro ult, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
they definitely into that. They right side team had the chance to win, but that Silver Knight saved the game. Now with the Hoopa Knight, they should win.
Oh
And
yeah, they just flipped this, honestly.
yeah.
They got Desi here. They got Inteleon.
Yeah, so right side team had a chance to win the game, but Inteleon walked up to the Silver, which was really bad.
Oof.
Nice assist
But yeah,
there
you
from
saw
the
3
Desi.
people die, and I'm pretty sure that's because they didn't clear the Ray Pit properly after losing position. So that's something I see a lot of people make mistakes on.
I'm gonna point out a mistake right here I just saw. You notice when the Eldegoss came out, she pollen puffed the D-Knight first. She should have just used her basic autos. It's gonna do more damage because the pollen puff, like, he's got just a tether of his shield. Like, she could have autoed him and maybe he would have lost it there. Because the pollen puff is on a timer. So it's kind of like once you cast it, you have to wait and then it does damage or heals allies. But yeah, she probably could have stopped that.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over though. At this point, they're just
Yeah,
50
it's
kills.
yeah, they're damage farming here. They're going for the MVPs. This Venu has tossed out like a lot of ults. Oh my god.
Oh,
Who do you think had the
Yep.
highest damage? Probably Decidueye.
I'm thinking
probably.
Desi.
It could be Inteleon
you
too,
were-
honestly.
it could be
Inteleon. The Desi was dead for most of the Ray fight, and that's when you get the most damage. The Inteleon was hitting a lot. Could be Inteleon. But I'm gonna go with
Actually,
Inteleon.
You think it's Inteleon? Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I was gonna say,
Desi
what if
did do a lot
D-Knight
of
just
damage too.
pulls it over on
No,
us?
D-Knight definitely did
That'd
not.
be really funny.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
Desi by far.
Definitely
Desi by far.
Hey, D-Knight was close though. I wasn't wrong. Look. Dude. That moveset for D-Knight, like, hurts. Outrage is so good. Since they buffed it, but look at Venu. Venu was... He tried.
So think
So-
about the unfortunate thing about the Vino is like whenever he shoots, he's standing still. So as a
Right.
Disney like myself, like if I just wait for him to. I
What would
just
be
wait
better,
to see
comfy or
the
blissy? It
line show
depends
up,
on the enemy team
and then
comp
I just shoot at the end of the line.
and your team comp.
Right. That's smart, actually. Well, you
Yeah.
look at the.
Garchomp
the
does not
difference, though,
require
like, you
supporter
see
to help
in-
it.
This is
But
what a
it does help a
sniper
lot.
should look like. Look at the damage dealt and the damage taken on the Decidueye.
Yeah,
We're
this,
seeing
this
basically
Desi
115k.
this Desi played the game almost perfectly besides the Ray.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of inting done at the Ray.
For the most part, though, I felt like this team played better than the other team did. Like as far as together.
Yeah. That's what
I
it
think
tends to
Orange-
happen. Like happens with my team too. Like left side team, they played better throughout the entire game except they kind of inted at Ray. I think that happens with a lot of teams actually.
I think what happens is the winning team kind of gets like I guess a little bit of confidence because they're ahead, and they kind of get a little bit of like reckless from that, if that makes sense, because they have that confidence, but they don't realize that like Rayquaza still has the potential to flip the tide of a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I kinda wish
I
there was,
think
like,
that
a
could be
practice
part of it.
mode.
My personal theory actually though is teams that get like so good at like kind of like throughout the game, they get so ahead at Rayquaza that they don't actually get good like practice for Rayquazas when they're like even or behind. Versus teams that get clapped the entire game usually get way better practice after Rayquaza fight. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I wish there was like a sort of like a last 2-minute practice arena kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, that'd be
where...
insane.
Yeah, no, because everyone, per game you get 8 minutes of sort of regular gameplay, and then you get 2 minutes of like the battle that matters kind of thing. So it would be cool to have that sort of as an option.
That would be so fun for just like content too, and like just
Yeah.
high level practice. Yeah, that could
That's
be
what
like
scrims are
Unite's
for, though,
version
if
of
you could ever get
ARAM.
it.
Sorry again?
That could be like.
Scrims are good,
I mean, yeah, but
but
just
not
like-
everybody has access to that.
imagine being able to practice the last 2 minutes with like just the team comp you want with like even levels, right? Like that sounds
Yeah,
like
that would
so
be
fun if
fun.
you could just repeat that like every 2 minutes. Like that could be Unite's version of ARAM, honestly. 2-minute game mode, like
That's
sounds a
actually
lot of fun.
fair. Yeah,
That'd be so
they can make it like 4 minutes, I think. That way you have like little time to prep. So who do we want to watch though next?
Oh, I was gonna say
We're
that's
seeing a
actually
lot-
my last one, so probably gonna dip out
Oh,
now.
No
Okay.
worries, Slash.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you, Slash. And thank you for being here and giving us an awesome video. We learned lots of cool things about Blissey. So,
Thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
I'm down to drop in again sometime.
Yeah, I do this every Wednesday. I took a
Okay.
break though because broken meta, but I think I'm gonna pick this back up every Wednesday, and I'm gonna try to add a new thing in where we're gonna do bingo cards, which would be really fun.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
I want to create bingo cards for chat too, which would be so y'all could kind of participate.
Yes, that would be that would be entertaining.
Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank
All right,
you.
you too, Slash.
See
Thank
ya.
you for your time. We appreciate you coming by.
All right, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, guys, and then let me put on some music for you guys. And we're gonna do Mimikyu giveaways in a little bit. Let me just... We're gonna do Mimikyu giveaways in a little bit. I really have to pee though, so I'll be right back. Alright, what's up guys? I'm back. Alright, so how this is gonna work is I'm gonna tell everyone to like put a number in chat between like 1 and 1000, and we're just gonna random number generator it. So I'll kind of separate them out. I believe I have 2 or 3 codes even to give away. So I'm gonna play some solo queue while we're doing this too. Let me just get that set up. Oh, I opened the wrong game. That is Brawl Stars. Alright, there we go. Let me go to... Should be this. There we go. Much better. Oh, my chat just kind of left. There we go. Alright, so what is up, guys? Let me pull up my stream chat. Hashtag overlord in description. You already know. Gotta change my title to free Mimikyu giveaway right now. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna tweet it out. So I'll play 1 solo queue game and then we'll give away 1 Mimikyu. Probably do another solo queue game and then give away the rest of Mimikyu. You're gonna one-trick Meowscarada. Any idea? Oh yeah, Meowscarada is being released next. I see why you guys are talking about it. I should use a funny Curios post for my tweet. See if I can find one real fast. I have some funny Curios pictures. I'll just use this one. This one's a classic. I'm running out of time. I gotta submerge this real quick. Alright, there you go. I got it in time. Winnable. It's funny pictures. I didn't find like good funny pictures of Curios.
I just have his like profile picture. That one's pretty good though. Yeah, I'm not sure if Meowscarada will be good. We'll see. It's kind of hard for 3-stage evolutions to be good, so. Oh, I solo. They already got the bottom one, okay. I didn't hit the Torchic. Probably my boosted slash would have been better there. You're on the enemy team? Good luck. No, the Mimikyu took it from me. This guy does not want to win. Bro, do you see that? I aimed my move twice and it didn't go off. I hate that. This happens sometimes for no reason. Like, come on. I literally aimed it twice and it didn't go off. Like, thank you, game. Oh, I just realized I'm the wrong item. I'm full, y'all. Gotta love mobile things. Oh, we just lost bees because I aimed my move twice and it didn't go off. Like, what is wrong with this game? Thank you, game. It usually happens on delay, which is why delay just makes everything worse, bro. Like, I've never had that happen to me on Green Pain. Only orange. That is actually so fucking tilting though. Oh, we almost got her. She's solo. Okay, huge. Please don't take this from me. Okay, I got it. Alright, we're gonna run to their jungle. Looks like Blaziken's taking it. I don't make it in time. Okay, lots of points here though. It's good for us. Okay, the Mew came back and took it. I'm just gonna go bot here, try to cheese steal this. Bro, there's no way this Mimikyu, bro. After taking all my points in lane, just lets them score for free. And he got solo killed by Blaziken. It's a classic. Just gonna keep ripping it. Okay, we're just taking all the points from the Zacian. All good. Classic randoms. Oh. Thank you for the points. My team doesn't show up when we can fight. Only shows up to take the farm from me. Really interesting. Doesn't actually want to fight. They just want to take all the farm from me. Fucking light screen, bro.
White screen actually just cucked me there. Playing Zacian on delay is so... I guess it could be worst Pokemon I could be playing. Of course, the moment I leave, they're struggling bot. Why not? That's fun. That's playable for me. Okay, me united. Why is it that my team wants to fight when I'm not here and all die? And the moment I'm here, they all leave. Okay. Wow. Playable. Orange pain, so I take my entire health bar before I can dash away. Why is my first solo queue game of the day on orange, bro? Don't mind Mimikyu just farming away when he has Unite. Okay, didn't let the Blaziken backcap this time. Character improvement. No, I just got my night move up. Bright side is there's a lot of points top side. Oh, they're getting picked up now. Holy fuck, this delay, bro. Or this lag. It's not even just delay. Please tell me we're not letting them score bot. No way. My team, bro. Holy shit. Let's see if we can flank them here. No. They went on a journey to fucking try to kill me. I will get B's top here and then we can join the fight. If my whole team doesn't die first. No. Mew Solar Beam from across Rayquaza pit and they Bliss Unite. My Clef didn't unite. I would have lived if the Clef united. And then Destiny's died again. Well, we didn't use 3 unites. So we can win the refight. That's why. There's no way. No way, he got the 100! Hello, team? I actually don't have a team this game. Holy fuck. How did the Mew score 100? Hello? Can we not pick up the points from the guy who can score points? Hello, team? What the actual fuck? Hello? What the fuck? I refuse to believe my teams were human. Or I refuse to believe any players on my team were human. Do you guys just witness what I witnessed? Hello? Like, I honestly, actually, bots would have played better now that I think about it. Holy fuck. The one guy with Rayquaza shield taking points from him, the only guy who can score. They took points for the whole game. They somehow didn't stop Mew. Like, oh my god. That was actually the worst team I think I've gotten in the past, like, ever in this game. I honestly have not gotten a solo queue team that bad. 3 people just didn't unite move the entire game. Oh yeah, giveaway. I got you guys. Alright, so everyone watching, type a number between 1 and 100. We'll say that. And basically, if people type the same number, it's going to be the first person who typed that number. Everyone just gets one number. If you type the same number as someone, though, like, you can redo your number if they did before. I'll give it, like, we'll do like a 3-minute timer. Let me start the timer. Yeah, I'm struggling to put this up. Hold on. Alright, there we go. That was actually insane how bad my first, like, solo queue. Guys, I said each person gets one number. Relax. Did someone just spam all, like, the same number? It's only 3, okay. Each person only gets one number. I was drinking water. Again, you only get one number. I don't know how hard it is for that to understand. Also, if it's a number that people don't guess, it'll just be the closest number to that someone, like, one of the first people said in chat. Wait, like, the timer, like, paused. There we go. Like, forces me to stay on the page or it glitches out. And crop this to be just the timer. That is too much. That was actually good. There we go. Alright, we have this for the future giveaways. There were 3 people in base. They gave up after I stole Rayquaza. I didn't even see that. Okay. That noise was obnoxious. Let me turn off the noise. Alright, so now we're gonna go to our random number generator. Oh, this is actually the perfect crop for this too. Alright, 1 through 100. 80. Alright, let's go through chat here and see. You guys can't really see me going through chat, but... Let me see if I can, Oh yeah, I can turn it off. There we go. So the number was 80. Alright, this is a start. So let's see, the closest so far is 67 by John Clusis. 69. 77. Amber Sahil. 78 by I'm a Witch. So this is the closest by 2. It looks like I'm a Witch won the giveaway. So I will be messaging them. Alright, can I message them? Alright, well, I'm a Witch. Just add me on Discord. So join my Discord. It's right here. Discord. And then message me with proof that it's you. And then I will give you your code. Alright. So we'll play one more solo queue game and then we'll give away my last code. She was spell hacking. Yeah, congrats, I'm a Witch. It's only fair that a witch won because yesterday was Halloween. That's true. How was your guys' Halloween, by the way? I had a pretty fun Halloween. So we still have one more code to give away after this game. I guessed one above someone because I thought it was funny. So I'm a Witch 1 through toxic strats. I mean, it is fitting, I guess. Played Mimikyu all night? I mean, that's one way to celebrate Halloween, I guess. Well, I watched Addams Family. I watched Five Nights at Freddy. Like the new movie. It was actually like really good. I think most like audience people actually enjoyed it though. It was just the critics absolutely hated. It got like a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. But then the audience score was like 90%. Christmas music. Oh, I'm putting Christmas music every stream. I hope we get a Christmas version of Thea Sky Runes this year. That'd actually be lit, imagine that. The ice map was so cool for the Zapdos. Christmas version of Thea Sky Runes would be... The trailers look so bad. Honestly, like, it wasn't really scary, so it wasn't really a horror movie, which I guess people wanted it to be. But it was like a good story. The one thing I didn't like was like they set it up for a sequel, which I think that's kind of like sus. Like just expecting a sequel because you poured money into something, like I don't even know if I'd watch the sequel, but the first movie was okay. I just hope the sequel flops just because they did that, you know? Are you a FNAF fan? Not really. I never really played the games, but I watched like all of like the MatPat theories on FNAF, and it was honestly really entertaining when it came out, so. No, so basically after this game, Sneaky, we're gonna be giving away one more code. We already gave away one code. It's just after every solo queue game, so give me it. Basically it's just you pick a number between 1 and 100 and I just RNG it. That's the best system I have right now. I didn't really set up a system beforehand. I had these Mimikyu codes because my Twitter giveaway, there were some winners that just didn't reach out, so I just have extra Mimikyu codes. So I figured I'd give them away to like the loyal people watching stream, you know? People that show up all the time. Not Sneaky. So Sneaky wins. Probably just don't give it to him, you know? He's not usually here. Could do Nightbot. I mean, I'm sure there's a better way. This was just kind of like last minute. I was like, fuck it, I can give away codes, you know? I don't usually have stuff to give away on stream, so this is more a special occasion. How do we do this? So basically after the solo queue game, I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. Everyone can enter. So you just pick a random number 1 through 100, and the person who guesses it first or is like the closest will win the Mimikyu giveaway code. Hold a draw-in for your Instagram. Interesting. We're on orange paint again, bro. My 2 games on stream I'm playing today, I just couldn't get green paint. Unlucky. Alright, much better start. We have 6 points. This is going to be really good. I did not mean to hit the Pikachu, and the Mewtwo is literally... The Mewtwo was right next to me! Dude, that was so unlucky. The Pikachu popped out of the bush right as I click slash, bro. That is so bullshit. But this is a lesson. This is why you don't auto-aim in Unite. You need to aim your moves so that doesn't happen to you. I auto-aim because there's only Mewtwo there, and then the Pikachu pops out. And I get fucked. He just shot at me. Funny. Avoid fighting the other team until leveling up. Thank you, Rowlet. You're so knowledgeable. Well, the Mimikyu's here, so we're fucked. Okay, I got the big worth. I would not have been able to hold that pad anyways. Oh, now the Rowlet's going AFK. Oh. Oh. Who's he gonna pin this time? Okay, he's just AFK now. Now the jungler's pinning him. Oh, he's moving. Farming the ball toys. Oh, they invaded, huh? Please give me this. Please don't take it. Okay, good. You have to be kidding me. I didn't get that. I forgot to change my battle item too. Unlucky. I did one tourney when I was sick with COVID, Sneaky, and that's what they were basing it on. I don't think it's disrespect. Like I barely played top lane so far, and the meta just changed. So it's like whatever. I don't really care. Honestly, like they're already rating me above. Like I'm basically haven't even played top lane yet, right? Like it's off season. I have like 50 games on these top lane mons, and they're putting me above people who've played top lane for years. So honestly, not that disrespectful. I kind of feel bad for the people who played top lane for years, you know? Like imagine playing top lane for 2 years, then they rate the guy who has 30 games on Dacian above you. Man, this team is just constantly invading. We have an AFK. Looking a bit doomed. Okay, we're just gonna go farm. This guy's like intentionally AFK, just moving through the speed flux. If only reporting could do something. Wait, does he hide his name? Oh wait, I have names off. Let me turn them back on. So we can shame this Rowlet. Question mark player. Definitely a questionable player. At least his name doesn't lie. Oh, the Mimikyu hit me. At least the name doesn't lie, right? Definitely a questionable player. Guys, you don't understand. He had to go AFK. Oh, he wants to try to steal farm from me? Oh, no. He just went to attack it. He's a good teammate. He wouldn't steal farm from his teammates. That's why he's doing this. Like, why is it a game like this? I get the team that, like, wants to just farm, you know? This game would be so much more winnable if I had an Ooga Booga team that just runs it down and I could farm our entire map. I'd be, like, level 15 at the end of the game. Like, imagine. It'd honestly be lit. These are the types of games you wish you had, like, a psycho team that just ran at the enemy so you could just farm the whole game. And you actually have a chance of winning. I doubt I make it bot in time, but I can try. They're still alive, actually, maybe. Haven't hit yet. Okay, the T-Tar United. Still haven't hit yet. Gonna go hit now. Oh, no, he got it with an auto attack. That's so sad. We tried, guys. Okay, we got one. Can I get out? Nah, I got pulled. Okay, the Dragonite Unite, I didn't even see that. Oh, we almost got it. The Mewtwo got it with an auto attack, bro. That's so sad. Okay, huge Guardianite. Gudra's holding it. Hopefully this Gudra can live. Okay. Wait, if I get kills, it's so big. Okay. Okay, we're gonna die to Mewtwo on pad, probably. Please. No. Oh, the Gudra let it in. Oh, no. What happened? The Gudra didn't even Unite move? Did it die without Unite moving? Oh, no. Okay, I think they only score with Mimikyu or something. When 1080p soon. Like I told you guys, still getting the setup situated. Yeah, this guy's still purposely, so he's been moving the whole game just to stay AFK. Why? Because I didn't farm the farm on our side with him, and the jungler didn't gank his lane, so he had to. Because the game was just fucked after that, you know? Oh, if only I had a little more money. That is not good. There's no money on the map. Unlucky. Just try to get our 14 here. Hope a miracle happens. I'm sorry, Dragonite. Can have that one. Okay, interesting. Okay, the whole team's done. Why are they pitting me? I was there in the fight. They stopped hitting. Why are they pitting me, bro? What did I do? There's points in middle we can maybe try to pick up. No, we're dead. Unlucky. Okay, the Dragonite's ripping it? Probably a smart play. I should have gone to Rip the Rayquaza. Should have done that. The Rowlet is Overlord Trust. Oh, we tried. Yeah, they don't even try to go on the enemy team side, and then this guy like gave up when I didn't farm my side with him. Wait, they threw? We won the game, guys. We aced them. That's how it works. Go kill the Nexus. Yeah, it doesn't, because he was moving around the whole game. Guys, you don't understand. I didn't farm the safe farm with him, which he gets more EXP for anyways. And the jungler didn't gank his lane, so he had to go AFK. Wait, he actually did 0 damage. Slash getting folded in solo queue. Yo, the Guardian put in work. Alright, doing my part. Alright, so ready? Let's get ready. Let me put the filter back on. Have the nice crop here. Alright. 3-minute timer. Ready? Go. Everyone put your numbers in. 1 through 100. Guess a number. Kira's put his ahead of time, so he's cheating. That one doesn't count. So I'm gonna pick 77 quick. Fast. Take his number. Oh wait, it is. It is not working. Hold on. What is this? Hello? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. That was weird. Alright, the timer is ongoing. Get your numbers in fast. 1 through 100, pick a random number. Could be the lucky one. A lot of people picking 69. Remember, if someone guessed the number before you, it's the first person to guess that number. So you do have the option to go to a different number if someone picked that number before you. You have one retake for a different number. Just because I'm nice. Make sure you don't have the same number as someone. Yo, I'm a witch with the same number trying to enter again. I'm sorry, you only get one win. Hate to break it to ya. I'm a witch says I want to choose the winner. That's not how it works. You won the first giveaway. It doesn't mean you get to choose the winner in the second giveaway. Scam. They're mad after winning. Maybe I should just take away their code. Alright, 3 seconds left. 2, 1. And the final entry was David E. No other entries after that will be accepted. I'm sorry. Alright, now we go to the random number generator. Let me get a drum roll actually. Drum roll. And 86. Wow, it really likes the 80s today. Alright, so let's go scroll up in chat, see who won. I'll put the music back on in a second. Alright. 86. Scroll all the way up. Remember, Curious' one does not count. Because he tried to cheat. Alright, 12, 47, 67, closest one so far. Alright, 77 again by Kyrus. No one took his number. 78, 69, 88. That's the closest one by Niant. 88. Do we have anything closer than 88? It looks like 88 won. Niant. It's the closest one if no one got it. So, Nayant Patel, make sure to join my Discord server. Link in description right here. And message me on Discord with proof that this is your YouTube account. And I will message you the code. Hope you are bigger, my guy. Thank you, thank you. Alright, thank you guys, everyone, for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the orange pin 2 or 3 AFK teammates every game solo queue. And the Mimikyu giveaway, plus the Unite University earlier. And I will catch you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much for coming out. 11 is way closer.